We are live. Can you hear me good?
Yay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm going to turn you up a little bit, though. I'm trying these new Bluetooth poop shoots.
Oh, yeah. Those Bluetooth ones could be tricky, my friend. Hey, they can see us. You guys can see us.
Yay.
Yeah! We did it!
There we go.
I'd like to formally apologize to everyone here waiting. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. My bad.
Mike was helping me pick out a wig.
Yeah. So what had happened was I was meeting a buddy who's
Who?
Cameron was working. He's working on the website for us. So we were meeting to work on the website, and it was snowing a lot. We were just at the pub just down the street, just a couple blocks away, but it was snowing a lot. And then didn't realize how bad the roads and stuff really were. So my apologies to everybody for being late. I apologize, and I moved to strike.
It's not accepted. That's not accepted.
Do you want me to touch?
It's not accepted. No, put Tabasco sauce on your wiener until we figure it out.
Okay.
Punishment time.
Just say when.
How come you coach him but not me?
If it gets too hot, just say when. How's everybody doing?
You are not joking.
We got, Clinton asked how much snow we got. 1 to 3 inches, but it's about 1.5 inches right now.
Yeah, it's coming down really hard over here too.
Yeah. So hopefully our internet doesn't take a big poop shoot, McCoy.
Poop shoot boogie.
I got a little change in my pocket going jang-a-lang-a-lang.
Dude, that's all I can remember. That's all I was like, poop, boat shoot boogie. But I already fucked it up because of poop shoot boogie. Now that's all I can think of is poop shoot boogie.
That's the only way I'm going to sing it from now on. Poop shoot boogie.
That's a song that comes on when you're in the jail and you get that surprise dick in your butt. That poop shoot boogie.
Tomo says, oh no, it wasn't Tomo that said that. It was Edward Santiago says, should I order a pizza or not? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no. Edward, we're going to tell you right now, you got to order that fucking pizza, dude. The answer's always
man,
yes.
it's good.
Man, isn't that a great feeling to just order pizza?
Yeah, it feels so good, especially when you have money and it's your money to do it. You can get whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to rely on your mom getting you stuff. He's like, Mom, why'd you get anchovies? He's like, it's good for you. Eat it. I was like, God.
Those are the best nights as a kid, dude. When your mom's like, we're ordering pizza. You're like, yeah. It's going to be the best fucking night ever. Especially when you didn't have to pay for it. It was when pizza was the best, dude.
Yep.
That was awesome. What's up? Yeah. Vanessa, Grubby, Jay Customs, Josh Short, Tom Ungreen, Mark, April, Luke, Todd, Gypsy Warrior.
I saw Vanessa already starting, man. You're going to get it tonight. She said, how about them bucks?
Oh, God damn it.
How about them bucks, fuck?
I normally never dread these live streams, but part of me dreaded it today because I knew I was going to get fucking shit, man. You know, that fucking Packers game was a goddamn sham. It was a sham. And let me tell you why it was a fucking sham. Because if one of 57 cock-licking different things had gone differently in that fucking game, the Packers would have won. Packers were the better fucking team, man. They just had their worst moments at their worst moments. It sucks. And then the ref dicked us in the butt at the end. Yeah.
Well, the Buccaneers really packed those fudges in. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah. Brady was on fire, man. That was a really, but it was a good game. It was still a good game. I enjoyed it.
Brady didn't play that fucking good, dude. He threw 3 goddamn interceptions. His defense got him to the Super Bowl again.
Well, I guess it was just it mattered where it counted or something. I don't know the saying. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. You win.
But everybody's like, Rodgers chokes in NFC championships. That's why Brady's the greatest. I'm like, bitch, Rodgers played a better game than Brady played. He did. He had better stats. All that shit. Just the Bucs defense was better, and the Packers defense fucking shit the bed, man. Kevin King, cornerback for the Packers alone, is the reason the Bucs won that game. I mean, 5 seconds left at the end of the half. All you have to do is get behind your man. And he didn't. He just let him throw it over the top for a fucking touchdown. That alone was the game-winning touchdown. God damn it. Why do we have to fucking talk about this shit?
I think the ref was like, when he saw that, he was like, hey, look, a butterfly. Why are they on this thing?
Such cockamamie bullshit. I hate it, but you know, it's life. It's life.
Now, I wish you guys had been privy to the three-way convo that we were that was going on between Mike, myself, and my brother. That was some fucking fireworks going off for sure.
Yeah, it was.
That was like some crossfire shit.
Can't fucking
I liked it.
poke a man when he's down. You know, I was mad.
Unless you really want sex from him.
Yeah. I was telling my wife, I told several people this. I was like, I feel like I had a small pet die. And that's like, you know, the general response to that is you honestly need help. That's kind of a fucked up way to respond to a football game. But there's a lot riding on this stuff, you know? I want to watch a Packers Super Bowl with my dad before it's too late. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
They've been to several NFC championships on the cusp. You know, you never know when you're going to get back there. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You didn't put any money on it, did you?
No, I don't ever bet on the Packers. I don't ever bet actually on straight up games because it's illegal in Kentucky. You can't do it. Thank God. I bet on fantasy football, but
I thought you could do it on FanDuel or whatever.
Yeah, you can bet fantasy, but you can't bet like who wins in Kentucky.
Games,
yeah, but
well, I know a guy that knows a guy, but
yeah, I could if I wanted to. And actually, by the way, hot tip for everybody in this room right now, and it's not just because I'm pissed off. But the last line that I read for the Super Bowl was the Chiefs by 3.5. Chiefs favored by 3.5. I would bet the fucking farm on the Chiefs, man, to cover. I think they're going to beat the living dick shit out of the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chiefs. Bang it, bang the drum. Bet it. They're going to fucking beat the shit out of them.
You said dick shit, so obviously there's something wrong with his wiener.
Yeah.
Even worse than gonorrhea.
I'm looking forward to this. And you know what's nice, dude, is that I don't mind the Chiefs. Like, I don't love them or anything, but I don't hate them, and they're also really good. So any situation like this, it's like, okay, at least I can root for the Chiefs to beat the fuck out of the Bucks, as pissed off as them as I am, and they will. They will. Gypsy Warrior says, you see K-Stew as Lady D? Resemblance is unreal. Kristen Stewart as Princess Diane. I did see that. I
didn't pay attention to it.
I don't actually know what Princess Diana looks like, but apparently it's spot on.
I can't see it, but I mean, I don't know. Kristen Stewart always seems like she's like permanently surprised, like her skin is really tight against her face, and she's like, "I love you, Edward." I don't know.
Yeah.
It just her skin is really stretched, like really tight. Over his skin. By the way, do I sound different or anything to you guys, or is it the same shitty quality?
So far, to me, you sound good. It sounds equal. Sounds even.
Okay.
But again,
these are these Bluetooth earphones, so I don't know. It's apparently got its own mic, which I didn't know.
Yeah. You don't want to be coming through that mic though. You want to be coming through the grubby.
No, I know. I switched that out.
Okay, so you should be good then. I think you sound good. Kristen Stewart's hot, but she has a past that I don't really appreciate.
I just think that going out, to a lovely dinner at Olive Garden with her would be so boring. You'd be like, "Oh, you really enjoying these breads?" She's like, "Yeah, but like, what's the point? Have you ever seen like the dolphins and how they're not taken care of?" I'm like, "No, I didn't think about that, but these fucking breadsticks are great."
The lasagna dinner says, I like that name by the way. It says same quality, which means you sound as shitty as always. That's kind of what he was saying.
Good.
Same quality.
I was making sure. Yeah, thanks. I found my sound quality in the same dumpster where Shredder was dumped. So
that's I told somebody this the other night. I was like, man, I really want to get a producer. Like, I want to get a producer for the show that can just worry about all the technical shit, and we could pay him a little bit to just do the technical stuff, and then we could just poorly entertain. Like we try to do.
That's what we're best at.
That'd be nice.
Let other people have the responsibility that make it a really good production and just give them and ruin it all with shitty performances.
Yeah, man. Because like I just, dude, I like today I've had a dead brain day. I just had one of those fucking stupidity leak. I've had one of those days today, and I was sitting here trying to set up the stream and set up the pictures and set up the news and all that shit like that, and it took so long just because my brain wasn't working right. But anyways,
hey man, you know what I've been playing? I've been playing dude, it's so fucking fun. I got April the those old ass handheld game consoles, like with all the games built in it, like the retro games.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Dude, I just found Tecmo Super Bowl, and then I found Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES or Super Nintendo, and I've been playing the fuck out of those, dude.
I bet that's fun.
I got 2 seasons going with the Giants. I'm not doing so good on the Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES, and dude, I'm going against Randall Cunningham and the Eagles right now with my Giants. And it's a tough game, man. It's fucking that
Does
motherfucker comes out the Wildcat offense like a bitch.
Does it save though? Does it save your shit so
yeah,
you can?
on the retro handheld console, it's got a feature on there where you can save your progress. Like in the middle of a kickoff, it'll let you save it.
Oh, that's cool. That's dope. I thought
Yeah.
with the old school ones you couldn't save the games. This was like their downfall.
It's fun.
Blood Red Skies, thanks to the super chat, says my brain hurts. Probably just means from watching us in this awful show that he's watching.
I would
right now.
imagine 100% that's true.
Got a good show for you guys tonight, though. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk some what we watched this week. We're going to go through the day's movie news, which, like I said, I was in a meeting. I haven't had a chance to check. Hopefully nothing big's come out in the past couple hours. But and then second part of the show, we're going to talk about the new HBO Max film coming out on Friday, me believes. Little Things, Denzel Washington, Jared Leto serial killer movie. And then in the last hour of the show, we're going to together, along with you all, we're going to make our top 10 buddy comedies of all time. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that'll be fun, guys. Like, you guys are going to see the stupid process and how we got to make lists. It's fun. It's back and forth. It's like, oh, no, shit, I forgot that one, bro. Damn. Why didn't I remember that?
I originally was going to find a list for you and me to pick movies off of, but I thought, fuck it. I wrote down like 20 of them, like the main ones that anybody would think of, and I'm going to pull the list up when we get to it. But other than that, I'm just going to let the chat pick. Like, hey, what belongs on this fucking list? So they'll pick it. We'll make a list of like all the movies the chat and everybody listening comes up with, and then you and I will decide our favorite top 10. And that'll be a good time.
Did we miss a? Sean Tubby says, "Well, you skip his chat."
It's possible. I'm still gathering my bearings here. We did. Sean Tubby 123. Thanks, buddy. He says number 1, sup glow sticks. Number 2, got another college acceptance letter. Fucking Sean.
Hey, all right, man, get it going.
Fair enough. He's not going to end up going to the South Harmon Institute of Technology. The shit sandwiches.
Nobody wants to go to shit.
He's going to do great. Jay, you are a beautiful blonde biscuit boy. He wants your biscuits.
Okay. And
number 4, who's Mel Gibson and who's Danny Glover if you were cops? Well, I'm gonna revert to Lethal Weapon 2 when they tried to go to South Africa and the guy was like, "But you're black," and say that, "But neither of us are black."
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we both complain like Danny Glover sometimes, so
it's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a unanswerable question.
Like I guess like right after my divorce from Skeletor from Snake Mountain, I would have been more like Mel Gibson because I didn't give a shit and said fuck it, and then I calmed down a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, I get too old for this shit. But I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have eaten multiple dog treats in my time, and I've said many times in my life that Mel Gibson is one of my 3 fathers: Mel Gibson, Mark Hoppus, Brett Favre, and of course my actual father, who I love very much. So 4, I guess, but I don't know.
Bernie Gambano says we're both Danny Glover. Lamo, he's not lying. I mean, that's a good observation.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? It's like both of us want to be Mel Gibson, but we're not like egotistical enough to claim it right away.
That's true. Yeah, maybe
you don't want to be an asshole.
That's the truth. Don't be sad. Here, have a French fry.
It's like, you're the old washed up detective that like just wants to retire, and I'm the young like great guy with great hair that looks like Bon Jovi cover art. Slippery when wet.
Gypsy Warrior says animated Game of Thrones spinoff. I'm hyped. I guess they announced the animated Game of Thrones spinoff. They also announced an animated Kong versus Godzilla.
I'm all right with that. Is it King Koopa versus Donkey Kong?
That would be cool. I'd watch that shit.
I would love to see that.
The only animated shit I get up for is DC animated films. They're the only thing I can really get excited for animated wise. My kid's big into anime now. I just can't do it.
Oh man, I've tried. I think there was one called Blood Hunter or Vampire Hunter. I was trying to get into that. It's just hard for me. I mean, they seem like great shows, but it's just I don't know. I guess we're on different frequencies. I can't really get on board with them.
Yeah, I'm same dude. I can't go there. I can't go all the way with her.
I mean, I know that Digimon's not an anime, but I did watch that shit when I was younger. I used to love Digimon, digital monsters, Digimons are the champions.
Edward Santiago says, super tired from work, so I don't have anything funny to type. Hello, Wham Fam. Hello, Edward. You'll find it.
Hello, Edward.
I'm tired too.
Edward Furlong.
Thank God. Hey, by the way, if you don't know, we just uploaded a full Terminator 2 commentary to our Patreon. That was fun. I think we did a good job with that one. I had a good time.
Claria, is that Claria? Hello. She said, notice me.
Please.
Hello, Claria.
I sound like Bane. Notice me, please. Notice me.
Soon
shit.
you will find under Gotham there's nowhere to run.
Hey, Scare Bear, how'd you see it already? He said, I liked the trailer for the little things, but the movie wasn't that good. I was disappointed. Did you fucking pirate that shit? You pirated it, didn't you? Hey, we got a screener, buddy. All right, we did it officially. What'd you do?
Yeah, but Mike and I also are all pros at the high seas ourselves. so I'm not gonna hold it against anybody. You shouldn't do it, but I'm not gonna say not to do it. You know what I'm saying? On the record, fuck no, that's awful. Don't ever do it. Off record, hey man, get yours.
Glenn Harris says, does Die Hard with a Vengeance count as a buddy cop movie? Fucking bet your tits it does, bro.
Man,
absolutely.
That was high. Yeah.
Hey Thor, what are you doing, buddy? Look at the camera.
Gobuka do goody. Ooh. That's little. How you doing? Let me give you a little sugar before you get on with your stream. That's how you went.
All right, movie news. By the way, movie news. We did say we were going to talk about movie news. I got a pee working in my briskets already. It sucks. I don't like it.
It's really bad. Let's get on some of that news.
Let's do this.
What's going on?
Let's do this.
Oh, by the way, really quick,
what?
A little PSA. But I don't know if any of you guys do, but all hand sanitizers from Mexico are being recalled by the FDA. So if you've gotten any hand sanitizers from Mexico or made in Mexico, don't use them. Apparently they poisoned like 900 people so far. So make sure that you don't use any hand sanitizers from Mexico. So go to your shelves, go to your medicine cabinets, check that shit and make sure it's not from El Mexico. Don't do it.
Are you serious? They just
God,
don't have the regulations.
But
But dude, how many people are using? How many people are using industrial? Like you go to Walmart or whatever, and they got the industrial ones. You just put your hands under it and squeegee poots right into your hands. How do you know that's not from Mexico?
Well, on the back, we looked at ours. It's at Missouri, so we're fine.
How do you know?
It says on the bottle where it's bottled.
Yeah, but you don't know when you're like in public and you're using the squirties.
That's true. Sometimes you don't know when a fart is really a shard.
What's happening to people who use it?
They're getting sick. I mean, it's poisoning them. They put too much. I don't know that. Like, I don't know. I didn't read the entire article. I think it was like too much menthol. I don't know. Fuck, it was something weird. I guess if you just smoke a lot of Newports, you'll be fine.
I was telling Katie that day I just cleaned my hands and I went to light up a cigarette and I thought, I'm surprised that more people haven't like lit their shit on fire in the middle of this pandemic, just having all that sanitizer on your hands, and then you go to light a cigarette and it just catches your hands and then it catches your eyebrows. I'm surprised that's not happened to more people. Cocktail Molotov on the face.
JT Custom says, "Wait, really? Yeah, dude, really? Like, I'm not. That's not a joke. That's legit true. FDA is recalling and warning Americans about using anything as far as hand sanitizers from Mexico. So just be careful there, little ones.
Don't go bungee jumping there. They just don't have the regulations." Squeam Queen, thank you, says R.I.P. Cloris Leachman from Young Frankenstein, High Anxiety, Comedy Goddess, Bummer of a Day. Her movies ruled. I did not know about that. That is quite sad.
It is sad.
Have one for Cloris Leachman. Another one gone. Hopefully this year doesn't have as many of those as last year did. You know, we just celebrated the 1 year loss of Kobe, which fucking still sucks. That was like the kicker. That was the kicker to the start of the shitty 2020, man, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a rough one.
Donnie Darko news. Donnie Darko.
Okay. Give me some Darko.
Do you know? Do you know?
I don't know.
What happened?
I have no idea. I'm waiting for you to spill it into my ear.
I need to look it up so I can tell you exactly what happened.
By the way, we sound like clueless Swedes when we talk like that.
I was thinking of the guy in Avengers 2, and he's like, good talk. He's like, no, it wasn't.
Or is it, I don't know if it's Swedes or Norwegian. I don't want to offend anybody, but that's, well, I don't care. But, I mean, it's one of those, they kind of sound like that.
So Donnie Darko, Richard Kelly, Southland Tales just came out, the Arrow video special. By the way, did you ever watch Southland Tales, Jay? Not good. Not a good film. That was, so Richard Kelly did Donnie Darko, and then Southland Tales was supposed to come out, and everybody was like, Donnie Darko was the shit, right? It was the fucking shit. Can't wait to see what this guy, his next movie had The Rock and Sean William Scott in it, and it was supposed to be bad. And it, dude, it just, you can't even follow it. It's just, it's all over the fucking place, man. It's just.
Was it called The Rundown?
No.
That's a great movie, though.
One of the most disappointing movies I've ever seen it in my life. But anyway, Richard Kelly, the director of that, he also did The Box, that one with Cameron Diaz, where like you press a button and for $1 million, but someone on Earth dies. That one.
I kind of like that one. Yeah.
He said he told somebody that there's actually been like an enormous, tremendous amount of work that's already been done on a Donnie Darko sequel. So hopefully there will be more news to come out on that. That was the first big news.
Didn't they already do Donnie Darko too, like a really shitty movie?
No, they did like some S Darko, and it was like Samantha Darko, and I don't think he had anything to do with that. I never watched it.
That was a turd that nobody flushed. I do remember watching parts of it, and I'm like, this fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch tennis because I would get more entertainment out of that than this bullshit. Love.
I never tried to watch it, but apparently he was inspired to do the sequel, to start working on it by James Cameron, your favorite fucking dick that you like to suck so much.
I'll suck it and wear earrings with his balls. I have no problem.
He said, I started explaining it all to him, and he pointed at me and said, you should keep working on that. It made me think there was really something big, something epic that could be done, so that's what I've been focusing on. Now, you got to take that with a grain of salt, because James Cameron is somewhere in his mom's basement right now working on Avatar 12, The City Between Us, or whatever the fuck it's going to be called.
You mean he's in one of his several 1,400 different mansions that he owns basement?
I'm just saying, like, the guy he made Avatar, and it was a big hit because of the 3D, not because of the movie, because the movie's overrated shit. We all know that.
No, it's not. That's unbelievably untrue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true at all.
Yeah, it's a bad video game. But
you can't watch it for 20 minutes.
And Titanic wasn't very good either. But, all I'm saying, Jay.
God, listen to all this fucking ooze coming from that wiener mouth.
All I'm saying is that he's fucking like basically like he could have done so many fucking great movies by now, James Cameron. He could have been doing like True Lies, fucking crazy wild good shit.
Well, I don't know about True Lies Part 2 with titties Arnold. I don't know. I'd still watch
Arnold
it, but it would
fucking
still
good,
be weird.
dude. Arnold's in good shape.
For an old man, yeah, he is, but he's not like Stallone. Stallone's been pumping them steroids up.
I think honestly,
like Stallone looks. By the way, we can't. You know the guy that looks the best is fucking Night of the Living Dead or a Day of the Dead
Tom Savini.
makeup effect. Tom Savini.
Yeah, he looks
for
good.
his age. Looks like a goddamn. He's got the body of a 50-year-old.
He looks
really
great.
in shape 50-year-old.
Yeah, dude. We say that, but he's got a better body than I do. He's got fucking abs.
He's got a better body than us. I mean, for sure. But I'm just saying, like for his age, Jesus Christ.
It's great. By the way, I messaged him on Instagram and asked him for an interview. Stay tuned. I don't know.
Tom Savini?
Yeah.
I hope he's in a good mood when he interviews us. It can go either way.
He hasn't even read the message yet, so we'll see. Also, I reached out to Jean-Claude Van Damme. I say reached out like I know these people. I just basically found an address and sent them a question. I don't know if
I do. What you should have ended the note is like you cannot get katana sword by stealing. You must earn it. and then you'd be like, I come with you as respect because I know you are not Tanaka. You are not Japanese, but you still learn.
I'm gonna start going on all the other interviews he's done and for Jean-Claude Van Damme and commenting underneath, like, how come you coach him but not me?
You know what? He might respond to shit like that and be like, because I wasn't going to steal it.
But anyway, how this originally came up was Richard Kelly was talking to comingsoon.net, like me, as soon as the sex starts, coming soon. .net says, well, I'm probably not allowed to say anything more than this. There has been an enormous amount of work completed. I'm hopeful that we might get to explore that world in a very big and exciting way, but we'll see what happens. But there has been a lot of work done. A lot of work has been done in regards to a Donnie Darko sequel. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about a lot of things. Like, should I go to the bathroom? Did I just fart and then it's really a shart? No, I think, those are questions that we all have at time to time. But no, I'm thinking that it's kind of exciting, but Donnie Darko was such a great movie and such a classic movie. There's no need for a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be cool and the guy wouldn't do a great job with it, but it's one of those few instances where I would say absolutely do not make a sequel to it. It's already perfect the way that it is. It ends the way that it ends, and it's a completed story. It's got a nice little bow on it, and we go into the sunset. Fuck it.
You dirty rat. Dirty rat. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I will say this though: if Richard Kelly was coming back to do it, because look, I don't want to say anything. Maybe we'll get Richard Kelly on the show. I don't want to say anything, but like he never reached the potential that Donnie Darko laid out for him. I mean, like, everybody thought this guy was going to be doing insane, crazy shit. So part of me thinks, what if he does a Donnie Darko sequel? And I think there's a lot to delve into in that world. There's a lot of really interesting things that they did. What do you do, though? Do you follow up with Jake Gyllenhaal? Because if they get Jake Gyllenhaal back and they could do him like later on, I know how the story ended and all that shit. But
is he gonna like appear like an Obi-Wan ghost in Empire Strikes Back?
the way that universe works, it would be very easy to make him alive. It would be very easy to. And then
you can make him the bunny that's actually guiding someone else.
There you fucking go, right there. And the dude that played the bunny could come back too. He's still acting, but I don't know, man. Like, if Richard Kelly was doing it and they had a really great fucking idea, I'd be a liar and a whore if I told you
liar whore.
I'd be a liar and a whore if I told you I wouldn't want to fucking watch that movie, especially if they got a really good budget and they really fucking went for it. I think it could be huge, dude. Huge.
Well, and you know, if he ever comes on the show, I'd be like, it's cool. I mean, it sounds like an interesting idea to make a sequel to it. But I would also say, in my opinion, and again, we're not in Hollywood. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like that movie is so good the way that it is. There really isn't need to create any kind of expanded universe, or so to say, in the Donnie Darko universe. One of those great, like, shooting stars in the night kind of sky. You miss it, it's gone. Don't fucking, try to recreate it with bullshit.
I don't disagree with you. I do not.
Yeah.
I do not.
But if he comes on here, I'll lick his balls and tickle his taint, so it'll be fine.
I don't think we have to worry about that. Nobody's coming on this fucking show. What are we talking about? Ken Burnett. Thanks, Bloody. Says, congrats, Mike and Jay, on getting mentioned on Bloody Disgusting about the amazing Nathan
really cool.
Basil interview. So hyped for the event film of the year, Godzilla vs. Tim Galliera. That was cool then, man. I was really psyched to see Bloody Disgusting carry our interview and break the news. And I talked to Nathan again, and he thought it was cool too. That's dope, man. And you know what would be fucking awesome, man? Imagine this. Imagine if that little tiny spark, we started a fire. Like, that tiny fucking spark got someone to go, hey, look at the interest for this movie. And they say, hey, maybe we crowdfund it again. And then somebody comes out and goes, hey, I'd back that bitch. Then somebody else comes out and goes, hey, I'd back that bitch. And then the movie gets fucking made. And basically it's because of us, Jay, that we got a sequel.
I know. I feel like, I don't know. I guess I finally feel what I don't know why I keep on fucking wanting to say Clarice. I watched Silence of the Lambs recently, but Shake It Off. What's her name? The singer.
Taylor Swift.
What she feels on a daily basis when she feels strong, when she looks in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to use the word hero, but if you all are comfortable with using that word, we won't stop you.
Dude, I was excited. Dude, I showed Mom and everything. I was like, we were in an online article, and she's like, oh yeah, what's it called? I was like, bloody disgusting. And she's like, I swear, dude, I did, Mom, and she was like, I don't know if I like that. I'm like, no, it's not like what you think. It's not like about like true crime shit or anything like that. It's a reputable magazine. It's online. And she's like, does it come in the mail? Can I get it? Like, I'm like, no, Mom, you have to get a subscription to it. I don't know if they still do that.
You have to get a subscription to Ovaltine.
Yeah, she's like, well, that's just wonderful. Buy more Ovaltine? Son of a bitch. The decoder ring?
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Evan Alpaul says, hey, yo, Bobby Joes, in their prime, who do you think would win in a fight, JCVD or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
JCVD all day.
Yeah, dude.
I think, look, Arnold's a big dude. He's awesome, man. I mean, he's strong as fuck. But JCVD actually was in full contact tournaments and has belts. Like, he knows how to fucking do it. Plus, he not only whoop your ass, he took ballet, and he'll dance around your corpse when he's done.
Yeah. I think Arnold could take a lot of shots, Arnold could take a lot of shots from JCVD and still saying he's a strong dude, but JCVD's, like you said it, man, he's trained in the art of fighting more than Arnold is just a beautiful, handsome, goddamn charismatic beast of a beauty of a man, and he could probably whoop some ass, no doubt about it, but I think JCVD wins that fight.
Mm-hmm.
No question. Blood Red Sky says, the fire rises. That's what I meant to say earlier.
It does, and that's exactly what you think when you have a burrito supreme from Taco Bell. The fire rises.
Fire rises. Other movie news that happened. This is kind of fun in the butt crack. Actually, this is just a fucking straight up rumor. This is straight up rumor, dude. Because it comes from a website called Giant Freaking Robot.
Oh.
No disrespect to the people who run this website, okay? No disrespect. But in the superhero movie game of media, it seems like the superhero media is way more cool with just believing rumors from random sites than any other fucking medium in the history of the world. You know, we all know we got this covered as a bunch of fucking hockey poop shit. But with superhero movies, there's a lot of news stories that come out of sites like Giant Freaking Robot. Again, no disrespect. I hope this is true. Or cosmicmoviebooknews.com or
what
whatever.
are you talking about, man? They're the most legitimate source since the Wall Street Journal.
And they might be.
Put some respect on it.
And there was Latino Review back in the day, but there's a lot of websites that, like, when they post something about superhero movie news, people run with it. And sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. For me, I just want to be straight up, full frontal male nudity with everyone. This, to me, is a rumor until proven true, but no disrespect at all to Giant Freaking Robot. It's one of those sources type situations. But long story short, they say that they got an exclusive that Marvel is going to reboot The Punisher, but they are keeping Jon Bernthal as the Punisher in the reboot.
I mean, Jon Bernthal was great. I mean, I don't know why they would start over, but here's the weird thing. I'm not saying it's not true, because it may very well be true, but it's the same reason why I don't feel like they're going to keep what's his name, something Cox, that played Daredevil,
Charlie Cox
as Daredevil. It's because Marvel wants to do their own thing. They want to start over. They don't want to take someone else, which was Netflix in this instance, and what they did great with those shows, and bring it into their universe. They want to start fresh, start clean, and I think they're going to recast Punisher. They're going to recast Daredevil. It's going to be the Marvel team. It's going to be the Kevin Feige team. So I think that's what they're going to do. I'm not saying, and I could be wrong here, but I just don't see Marvel really drafting over what Netflix did with their shows. And Jon Bernthal was amazing. He was absolutely one of the best Punishers ever to grace the film. But I don't know how much I really believe it.
Yeah, here's why I don't believe it. And again, I'm not calling you a liar. You call me liar. I don't call you liar. No, I do not call you a liar. But the reason I doubt it, if I had to bet, is because of all the stuff that's been going on with the name of the Punisher recently. They've been talking about possibly Marvel doesn't even want to do Marvel or Punisher comic books right now because of all the shit going on.
What a bunch of pussies! Oh, I'm sorry. A bunch of misunderstood people.
Apparently, a bunch of people at the Capitol were wearing the Punisher, and it's been used as a sign for whole, so some people are like, does Marvel want to redo the Punisher design so he's not associated with these fucking Kanuka kooks? And I don't know. But to me alone, right there tells me this is the least probable time that anybody would ever look at the Punisher with everything going on and decide to revive. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm just saying I think like that's a fact. But that being said, Marvel does have Jon Bernthal. If he wants to do it, he proved he did a great job for it. And they are sort of in need of the bigger names with losing, even though he may be coming back in some aspect, losing the main Avenger squad kind of. So I would kind of believe in that essence. But at the same time, Marvel's not going to do, most likely, what Netflix did with it, which was let him be free reign, R-rated. I don't know. They are doing a Deadpool, though. So maybe they start a Marvel... not Marvel Black, but maybe they start a Marvel, what was it called? The comic book series they did where Marvel was able to be a little bit darker. A lot of Hell's Kitchen stuff, Daredevil.
Marvel Knights.
Marvel Knights. Yes.
Marvel Knights. Yeah, well, and another great one, that was a part of that Marvel Knights lineup was Moon Knight, which, again, would be an incredible, because you're talking about a darker, twisted version of Batman, essentially. But yeah, look, the thing about Punisher is, I don't want, to offend anybody attitude that Marvel might be having about the Punisher itself with the skull logo, and get the fuck out of here. People love the Punisher. They know he's a fictional guy. It's Frank Castle. And by the way, he's probably one of the most relatable superheroes ever, except for maybe Batman. Yeah. And we don't all have $1 billion in our back pocket along with 1 million condoms like Bruce Wayne does.
I'm rich.
but Batman is great because he's a darker reflection of ourselves, and Punisher is a dark reflection of us as a society too. But it goes further than that, and he really, and a lot of people, look, if your family was murdered and butchered the way that his was, you know, and if you had the opportunity to do what he did, you would. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying you can live through that. I like the thing about John Bernthal really did encapsulate that, but I just feel like Marvel won't go ahead and use what Netflix is. A huge company. They're not going to copy and paste what Netflix did. They want to make their stamp on it. Just like if you look at Michael Fassbender, great Magneto, they're not going to use him. They're not going to use the Professor Xavier from 20th Century Fox. They're going to reboot the whole thing from there.
Oh, so you didn't hear? We got this covered. Says that Michael Fassbender is coming back as Doctor Doom now.
That's fucking And I'll believe that when fucking turtles come out my asshole. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke, dude. You can't fucking have anything these days. Either someone's going to be offended by it, or someone's going to take it and use it for some disgusting, stupid, garbage ass person juice butt purpose. You know.
If the Capitol riots and some motherfucker had been wearing a Billabong shirt, I guess we should go out and round up all the skaters and fucking put them in jail.
That's a good point. I mean, well, technically, I mean, that would make sense if they were like, Billabong means this. They're wearing the Punisher logo specifically because they're saying it means something. Not just, they don't just happen to be wearing a Punisher t-shirt.
Okay, you could.
I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying that's the right decision. I say, fuck it, you do your goddamn thing, and if people want to take it and shit on it and take a hot steamy dump on it, then that's their fucking problem. I agree with you.
Well, your point being is that whether or not I did see somebody in the chat mention that shit, what was the fucking Daredevil's name? Cox. I got Cox on the mind.
Cox on the brain, Cox in the mouth, Cox in the butt.
Charlie Cox is in Spider-Man 3. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen anything about it. I know there's a lot of rumors and strong rumors
Still
that
a
he
rumor.
might appear.
Still a rumor.
But I haven't seen it. I just, in my opinion, John Bernthal won't come back as Punisher within the Marvel universe because they're just gonna move on and reboot everything.
I don't think so either. I think my opinion is that Marvel's going to stay away from the Punisher for a while, considering everything going on. Marvel is not one to take risks like that. Whether you think it's right or you think it's wrong, I don't think that anybody should, cower to something like that. But in this case, it is Marvel. I don't think that Punisher's coming back anytime soon. But I do think it would be fucking awesome if Marvel.
We should call him the Shusher. Just the Shusher. He just shushes you up. Okay.
Shush, but a firm shush.
Shush up.
I'm fair,
shush
but I'm
up.
firm.
Don't you be a rapist, Shusher. Hey, I'll shush you up.
What I think they should do, though, is they should start up Fox Searchlight or some shit like that. One of those millions of fucking things that they monopolized and ate up, Disney did. They should take a sub-branch and they should put Deadpool there. They should put Blade there. They should put Moon Knight there. They should put Daredevil there. They should put Ghost Rider there. They should put all these fucking risque.
Even Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine can show up from time to time too. And put him over there and make a subsidy like a DC Black, like a Marvel Knights, and let another company run it so that Disney technically isn't responsible for what goes on there, and then they could do some dark, weird shit. It's an obvious business choice. I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't do it.
Well, I would agree with you. But Disney, their balls are carried by Kathleen Kennedy and Mickey Mouse, so they don't have the gumption to do it. I would 100% be behind that. Disney just kind of be in the background somewhere, really quick, flash it on screen. It's Disney, woo, and then show their new label, like DC Black, like you mentioned.
Yeah,
you could get away with murder.
Yeah,
and that would really give Marvel. I mean, Marvel's already got the edge over DC right now. I'm just saying, as far as film goes, but that would really put some different spin kicks into their repertoire.
That'd be super fucking dope. And again, I just think it's the obvious answer. Marco Viva Toro, thanks, buddy. He says, Mike and Jay, have you seen the video of Chris Hemsworth doing boxing? Have you seen that?
No, but he's a sexy bitch, and I bet he does it really well.
Dude. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he looks like a fucking sexual goddess doing boxing. If I was in there,
he's Thor. I mean, he really is the equivalent of Thor.
Yeah, I'd just be jiggling everywhere.
Dude, I swear, I think we all are John Krasinski when he was cast as Captain America, and he's like, yeah, I was really into it. And they're like, yeah, you got to work out, and he's like, no problem. He's like, you see Chris Hemsworth walk by you for costume fitting with his shirt off. He's like, hey, how you doing? And then you think to yourself, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to do this.
Hey,
I'm good.
But Krasinski got fucking ripped.
He did.
Dude.
But he did not. But he looked at himself and what he could potentially be,
Yeah.
comparing it to Hemsworth. He'd be like, "Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I can't get there."
that would be us too. I totally get that. It's like I don't.
Well, but Chris Evans. Well, and Chris Evans
can't afford
himself got-
steroids.
Well, yeah, Krasinski looked good in A Quiet Place, but at the same time, Evans he was like a goddamn monster mountain.
13 hours Krasinski is fucking huge, dude. He's huge. Peter Meekin says, "Hey guys, just watched Death Sentence for the first time. Amazing film. Excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. My money's on Donkey Kong." Hey man, I'm really glad that we could spread some Death Sentence love to the world. I feel like more than any movie ever, like more people have come to us in the past 2 weeks and be like, "Hey, I watched Death Sentence because you guys, and it was fucking raucous," you know?
It's an amazing movie. It's such an underrated classic, and it's like buried in a bunch of other shit that you don't even care about. And you're like, oh my God, they actually did make a really good Punisher movie that doesn't have Marvel's name on it.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm Team Godzilla. I think that someone posted, like, are you Team Godzilla or Team Kong? I'm Team Godzilla all day. Like, I feel like we're having a Twilight fight. Like, I'm Team Edward or I'm Team whatever the other guy is, but I'm Team Godzilla.
I'm going to go Team Kong just to be on the opposite side of you.
I know you like that. We'll make up in the middle of the field and kiss. But I swear to you, I was looking at some of the comments on our King Kong versus Godzilla trailer reaction, and like again, Mike and I self-admitted that we haven't seen every single fucking Godzilla movie, and we don't know all the monsters or creatures, and we might miss things. This guy literally was like, "You guys missed so much during the trailer," and I can imagine him watching us react to the trailer, like, God. I mean, are you going to react to it or not, you fucking stupid bitches? And I'm like, I didn't see Mechagodzilla. I didn't even notice him. I was too focused on the fucking action in front of my goddamn face where it's a big-ass ape taking on a big-ass reptile in the middle of a fucking street. I don't know. I missed it.
Hey, the only thing I'll promise you is when you watch one of our trailer reactions, if one of us have seen it before, we will mention it before the fucking trailer starts. Several videos I've been like, "Hey Jay, I've seen this, just so you know. I'm seeing this for the second time." If we've seen something or anything about something before the fucking trailer reaction starts, we'll say it. If we don't say it, we didn't see that shit first. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but you know what? You watch something for the first time and you do it pure reactionary purposes for pure entertainment because I'm excited about the Donkey Kong trailer. Like, you're gonna miss shit. Like,
yeah, it would have been very
easy for us to watch 17 breakdown videos and the 5 things you missed that got 76 billion views, and then come on and be like, "Oh, dude, do you see that Mechagodzilla in the corner of the 6th frame of the background FPS fucking thing? I saw that shit. I got X-ray." Like, we're just watching the trailer and reacting as regular dudes. We're not trying to be fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
CNN.
And that's what I said. I was literally going to say, I'll wait for the 5 things you missed in the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer. I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna watch that. Like, if you notice over here, the missing poster is referencing a woman that disappeared in the 1970s, which relates back to the fucking King Kong versus Mothra's butthole, and that was an underrated classic in the land of Chile, which was never released in the United States. Stay tuned for more 5 things you missed in King Kong versus Godzilla. Back to you, Jim.
Like, then in your recommended feed, there's 62 videos that said the exact same thing. One of those fucking guys actually knew what he was talking about. The other 62 dudes just watched that dude's video. I'm just saying how it is, baby. That's all I'm doing.
I'm not saying that I haven't watched those, things you missed, and I have, but it's usually when I'm taking a dump and I have nothing else to watch. And even then I'm like, I mean, I'm not like interested in like leaving a comment, or I don't like or dislike the video. I'm just like, And then I move on with my day and I enjoy a nice lemonade. But I like, it's not that important to me. Like, I was like, I'm sorry I didn't miss every single fucking clue that leads me back to a movie that happened 20 years ago. I don't give a shit.
That's why I honestly, like, Marvel was at its peak there doing those reviews. I love to see the movies. I love to talk about watching the movies, but sometimes it got to the point where I was like, I'd click upload and go, I can't wait till 7 people told us the 3,000 things we missed. Cause like,
that's what it is anymore.
I just want to watch a fucking movie, bro.
I swear to God,
movie.
I don't know what's worse. You know what? The Godzilla monster fandom aren't as bad as the Star Wars fandom or the DC Marvel fandom.
Yeah.
But it's fucking close, bro. It's close, bro. Because I knew that when you uploaded it, I had this fucking sinking feeling in my testicle, my left one, that something and somebody was gonna call us out. They're like, obviously these guys. Hold on. Obviously, these guys don't know monster movies, and they don't know that in 1956, under the Dwight Eisenhower administration, that King Kong was actually a Anyway, back to you. I was like, you fucking bitch. Like, you know, and again, there's nothing wrong with fans, and like, I love that people are like hardcore into shit, but would you constantly, you know, just attack someone?
Yeah.
Because they didn't notice every single thing that you did. It's just it pisses me off. I know comic books and I like Star Wars and Star Trek, but I'm not gonna fucking call out everybody that missed. Like, did you see the bottom part of Captain Kirk's like shirt? It was stained, and that could only mean Khan is back.
I know. And no, and you know what I mean? Props to people who do notice it. You know what I mean? Like when we watch a Halloween trailer, I'm sure we notice stuff that other people don't know. It's cool that people notice it and they're really smart about what they're watching. All that I'm saying is that there's a lot of people that you're watching these reactions for, and they're not actually reacting to it. They're watching it for the 57th time after they've watched 72 breakdown videos, and then they're doing it. And you can fucking spot it. If your eye is close enough, you can spot that shit. I don't care enough to give a shit. I'm just telling you, we miss a lot of shit, but I can promise you one thing and one thing only. A, you're not going to be entertained. B, at best, it's going to be mediocre. 3, we're going to talk over the trailer with bad jokes. And 4, it's the first time we've fucking seen it unless we say so. That one's important.
I did see one thing, though, that was actually pretty cool. The guy wasn't mean. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, in the comments. But they said, and I think a couple of people actually had mentioned this, they think that Godzilla and King Kong will team up at some point.
On!
Yeah, spread it on and take down Mecha Godzilla or something. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool, and they'll leave it like a cliffhanger. But I just want to see them fucking. I want to know a winner. Okay,
yeah.
I don't want like a hung jury on it. I want a fucking winner.
Yeah, I just want to watch the movie and have it happen then. That would be cool. What if we found out when we watched the movie? It's a bold statement. But what if we waited till the movie came out and then we found out?
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
Holly Roxy says she's like, that's the actually people. Yeah, that's 100% true. He's like, yeah, man, I thought that trailer was great. King Kong looked I've never seen him look so powerful. He's like, actually, that's the result of a nuclear explosion that happened in Missouri. You're like, what? I just said he looked cool, bro.
Oh, dude, it's so stupid. Mike White Jr., star of Wrong Turn, the reboot.
Hey, man, Mike White. By the way, Mike, I forgot. Yeah, go ahead.
We missed it, but he sent the clip. Did you see the clip? He was the dude with the fucking log. Yeah.
Immediately, I got 3 inches of wood, and I only have a 2-inch wiener, so it was weird.
That's dope, dude. That was fucking awesome. He says, you carried that log like a motherfucker. I'm proud of you, buddy. He says, I can smell your juices in the Bane voice, Mike. There's a lot. Wait until you guys watch this movie that you thought, and the guy's like, I can smell your juices.
Yeah.
I watched it with Memphis, dude, and we were both like, oh, God.
Well, see, I watched it before Mike, and Mike's like, is there any like sex stuff? And I'm like, not like it's insinuated, but I forgot about like some of the really crude shit they say. Like, your vagina's just dripping like seashell sweat. I mean, I know they didn't say that, but it was kind of the same thing. Well, like, damn.
Yeah, because I'll watch stuff with my 11-year-old, and like she's seen horror movies, she's seen death scenes. I just don't like to show her a lot of sexual stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked Jay. I was like, hey, because he saw it right before I did. I was like, there's not too many sex scenes in it or whatever. But that one, he said, I can smell your juices.
Like even like Mike and I are like we're pretty tissue paper. We're pretty used to like nasty things, but I guess you were too. When I heard that shit, dude, I was like,
shit.
Damn.
I can smell your juices.
I do one of those things where I get like I look around like who's watching, because April watched it. I was like. I got all embarrassed and shit. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
Darren Kersey says, now that you're on Bloody Disgusting and famous, will you forget us little people and move to Hollywood? Yeah, man, we got our bus ticket planned. We're going to stay at the fucking Chili Dog Inn.
Hey, didn't you hear? Hollywood isn't called Hollywood anymore. It's called Holly, Mike, and Jay. Wow, we're ready to blaze a path, okay, bitch? Manifest destiny.
Hey,
here we go.
To be fair, it's not the first time we've been on Bloody Disgusting. We've been Yahoo's quoted us before. Yahoo Bloody Disgusting has carried an article that we wrote before, and I had an article posted on Bloody Disgusting before, and then also. We have a lot of nudes that are circling around Hollywood as we speak. One guy actually tried to get me to get naked in front of the camera for him. He was a Hollywood producer.
You should have done it.
That's a true story.
Yeah, I mean, he would have sold it to Pornhub or something like that, but whatever. I mean, you would have made a nice little shiny coin, and you could have walked away from it.
Fucker wanted me to pretend I was being tortured. He was like, "Hey, by the way, make sure that nobody knows about this and that your family's not around." And
so you're saying it had to be. I know he was representative of RedTube.
I was like,
that's where you're.
I was like, I don't really want to be an actor, right? Like, I just like doing the YouTube thing, and it sounds like you're just trying to jerk off to a video with me with my shirt off, screaming for help.
No, he wants you like this. Yeah, it'll start like you're gonna act like you're being tortured, then you're. Oh, was that your dick?
Yeah. Hey,
was that your dick?
It's like
I guess I'm gonna have to get undressed because I'm so hot with like perspiration.
Motherfucker was like a 12th rate producer too. He's doing like shitty basement movies, and he's like, "Oh, what I'm gonna need you to do is just go to a basement where no one's around. Don't tell your family. Don't tell your friends. Record yourself with your shirt off, acting like you're being tortured. But I'm gonna really need to feel it. I'm gonna need you to look me in the eye and scream, 'I'm coming right now in my pants.'" And I'm like, this sounds like bullshit. And I don't really want to be in your movie.
So what are you paying? He was like, I'm paying $5,000. I'm like, I'm being tortured. And it's hot.
It's a fucking true.
It's so bad.
You know what's sad, dude?
It's hot.
That's a fucking true story, dude. You know that. I told you about that.
Wow.
Fucking weirdos, man, in the world. You got to watch out for people.
I'm not saying that you were wrong to turn it down, but I'm not saying that you were right to turn it down. We gotta use that money, bitch.
My bullshit meter picked up pretty fucking quick, especially since I didn't ask for it. I was like, "Hey, man, I really want to be in a movie." Like, I didn't even want to be in the goddamn thing.
Paige was saying, and Bernie, you're being on the or not Bernie, somebody, Iron Wolf was like, Mike on the casting couch. 100%. That shit is like, hey, so I really want you to be in this movie because I really think you have something. You have some kind of gumption. You have some kind of spirit. You have some kind of energy, and I know you'll be just right for my movie. By the way, how's your hand job situation? I'm like, what? Like, you look over, and he's got his big old Jabba the Hutt cock out. He's like, how's your hand job situation?
Todd said, "Nice spread for Playgirl magazine." Mike Honcho. That's what I should have done, dude. I should have done it, and then when the camera came on, I should have just spread my butt cheeks. I'm like, "Is this what you want, Richard?"
Yeah, that had been floating out there forever. Something to be proud of. Like, you would have had to frame it.
Do the truffle shovel. Like, oh.
You have it framed back behind you in one of those frames. Like Mike, it'd be like Mike Holtz. Mike Holtz spreading the truth.
It's a true story, man. Someone actually tried to get me to do that shit. Several conversations. Anyways, my pee hurts. Speaking of pees, I got to pee.
I think I literally just got a page from my wiener, like a pager, like a page that said pee time. Yes, let me check it.
Darren Kersey says, "Save that for your OnlyFans." You know what? I think 10 years ago we might have been able to pull one off, buddy. I think today it's a little late. Hey, if you got us when we first started, we probably would have done an OnlyFans to make some money on this bitch.
Oh, Vinny. Oh, yeah. Vinny sees it. He's like, casting couch with Slender Man. That'd be a great skit. That would be funny as hell. That would be hilarious as shit. Like a prospective actor or actress comes in, and then Slender Man's like the casting director, but he's like, but it's for like a really, like maybe a dirty movie, like a porn movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, actually, Slender Man should be the one that's being tricked in that situation. He should come into someone else and be like, "What do you mean we want me to take my shirt off and squeeze my nipples?"
So what you saying is essentially that me could have this power if me take me drawers down? I don't know, baby. I mean, why? It's cold in here. And they're like, no, let me see what you look like. Well, I am standing in front of you. What more you want? You won't see me pee-pee hole? That's not for you. That's for me in private. Thank you so much.
Dirk Jason Hall says the Pack got smacked. That's okay. My Saints blew that. Now Aaron Rodgers can come on down to the New Orleans and get a real coach team. Dirk Jason Hall, I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate your fandom, and I appreciate you. But let me tell you something. Fucking poor man's ass Kenny Chesney, shit fuck coach in New Orleans is kind of a piece of shit in my eyes. Okay,
your
with
Kentucky
all due
streak
respect,
starting to, your Kentucky streak starting to show.
I think
That old goddamn Kenny Chesney motherfucker, he can't run a playbook like he runs his own farm. Have you ever seen his pigs? He don't take care of them.
The New Orleans Sean Payton, that's what he looks like. Fucking Kenny Chesney.
I know, but it's like, hey man, listen, if my boy Aaron Rodgers goes down there to Nolans, I might as well just go ahead and throw out all my fucking Green Bay gear and fuck NASCAR and fuck Busch beer, because ain't nothing American left no more.
All right, I'm a pistol pants, guys. We'll be right back.
I gotta go. Yeah,
be right back.
All right.
With the little things, not my wiener, but a review of my wiener. Well, there's a gore scene in that reminds me of a few scenes in this, and there's a scene in Brightburn, the gore there.
Oh yeah, that one. That one. I was like, how you died, sir?
And they show it, dude. They don't shy away from it.
I know.
Shit.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
We got a treat for you tonight, a little backwoods leg chewing treat.
Y'all want to go hiking with us? Y'all want to go hiking with us and hunt some elk and drink some natural light, bitch? Woo-wee!
Yeah! We don't like no strange boys and girls, hipster people walking around in our fucking woods, man. That's my living room. That's where, hey, you just came through the woods. I was molded by it. You know what I'm saying?
I came up from the goddamn ground itself. Ain't nothing but soul and toll in my veins. Thank you very much. You better get out my fucking neighborhood if you ain't gonna be about the land.
I can smell your juices.
Look, man, when I wake up in the morning, I have nothing to drink but Valvoline straight up fucking oil. I drink that shit.
Get it in you.
Too. It burned me a little bit. You gotta be careful when you smoke that.
Hey, that'll make you a man, Bubby.
Dude, that's how I roll my cigarettes.
I called you Bubby. Oh shit. All right, we're done. I was unaware that the shooter were biters.
Well, you can't help it, man. This movie gets you in that mode.
Yeah, it does. It does. So the reboot of Wrong Turn by Mike Nelson, the director of The Domestics, and written by Alan McElroy, if I'm saying that name wrong, who wrote fucking Halloween 4, dude. The writer of Halloween 4 wrote this.
Well, no wonder this movie was a blast in the pants. I loved it.
It was. I loved it too, dude. I think it's going to be we were talking about this before, but I think some people are not going to like it, and we'll get into why. But as a movie, I thought it was fucking fantastic, man. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, the pacing was great. The scares were good. The story was actually really good. I really did dig the story, and the directions and the way that they shot it looked good. And you know, not just that, the cast was likable. I liked all the cast, even the even the grungy. I hang down there about a gas station. I don't like fucking nobody. I like that guy. I liked them all. Like I really did. Even though there was a few though, I was like, damn, man. Like, I mean, I know they're bad guys technically and they're hillbillies, but they look like some fucking neighbors of mine in Kentucky.
you see that shit at Applebee's, Walmart every week, man.
Hey, man, on Saturday night, if you go down to a place called Clark's Pumpkin Shop, like in my town, they hang out by the dozens.
And we're not making fun of Kentuckians necessarily here. We're just saying that the people in this movie are way more realistic by far than the people in the other Wrong Turn movies. And here's the reason I say that some people aren't going to like it is because it's not like the other Wrong Turn films. I think I'd say there's a gigantic starting portion of the film that does the Wrong Turn thing, and fans are going to love that. And I actually dare to say that they do the Wrong Turn thing better than 90% of the other Wrong Turn films do. The parts that where they're lost in the woods and weird shit's happening are actually fucking lots of jump moments, and not just dumb jump scares, but really creepy shit that'll shake you out of your goddamn soul a few times, man. Like this movie fucking had me jump out of my chair 3 or 4 times in the first half of it.
Your panties might get full. There's no doubt about that when you watch it in the dark. But here's the thing. See, it's weird. I got a little startled now and again, but I didn't get like that bad scared of it as I thought I would. What I enjoyed the most was, for me, while as I watched it, like I know it's going to be listed as a horror movie, and I mean, for good reason, but in the way I watched, in the way I viewed it, in the way that I saw the movie, I just felt like it was more of a survival, like suspense thriller type of a movie with a little action and a little horrific images or moments in it, rather than an actual straight up horror movie in regards to like just a booger monster around the corner going, blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
or anything like that. Like that didn't happen. Like it was a really solid, like 7 or something with mixes of like more horror in it.
It's more it's definitely more serious thriller than it is schlocky slasher cannibal horror film.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. No doubt about
it. And also, it's really smart because I don't know, this is just my opinion on it, but I do think that there's a moment in it where it kind of flips the moral compass a little bit, because you go in thinking one thing, right? And then when it gets to the middle of the movie, just about, you're like, wait a minute. I see what you've done here, sir. You've made me think twice about what my initial judgment was. Yes. Because that's really what it's almost like, don't judge a book by its cover until you know all the facts.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being preached at by Judge Judy. I was like, I get it.
Handsome Richard is what I call that guy, by the way. Every time he showed his face, I was like, I'm Handsome Richard. I can't say who I'm talking about.
That guy looks like he could be like the main guy in here. Yeah, one of the main guys. He looks like he could be in Old Spice commercials. Like he could take over for Terry Crews.
Goddamn right, dude. Yeah. Or like the most interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercials.
Yeah,
can't talk about who he is because it's kind of a spoiler. But yeah, there's a speech midway through the film, and you're like, this shit's kind of smart. I kind of see what you're doing here. I see what you're getting at, you fuckaroo. But dude, I enjoy the shit out of the movie. Like I said, and you're right. It's far more suspense than it is horror. But where the horror does shine is there's gore. There's well done fucking gore.
Really, really good gore.
There's some scenes that reminded me of the type of gore you saw in Midsommar. Stuff like that. There's a scene in Brightburn that reminds.
I haven't seen that. Is it a movie that came out in the midsummer? What's that?
It did. Midsummer, actually, I believe it did come out.
No,
yes.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Well, there's a gore scene in that reminds me of a few scenes in this, and there's a scene in Brightburn, the gore there.
Oh yeah, that one. That one. I was like, "How you died, sir?"
And they show it, dude. They don't shy away from it.
I know.
They get in there real nice.
Yeah, that's like watching a crime scene documentary, and they actually show the fucking body. You're like, "Why'd you do that for?" I thought they were gonna be all reenactments, bro.
Get that out of my face.
Oh man, but yeah, you're right. Like the gore is really, really well done, and it's not like put in for just like shits and giggles. It's not just like, oh, we're just gonna throw buckets of blood for no reason whatsoever. No. They pick and choose.
They pick and choose their spots, man. They hit you with it at the right spots, and it's entertaining. It's definitely a film that has 3 acts. There's no doubt about it. I honestly thought the film was going to end at one point, and then I was like, "Fuck, there's 30 minutes left." And that's not because it wasn't entertaining. That was just because I thought we did it, and we didn't. We had so much to go through, and the movie's ballsy, and the twists and the turns that it takes, it goes all over the place. Like I said, the only way you're going to be disappointed with this movie, I feel like, is if you really wanted another Wrong Turn sequel. I'm not sure after watching a couple of those why you would want one. That's just us. We watched them all in one goddamn day. I'll put the video down below.
It's a dark night.
Yeah, we watched all 5 Wrong Turn movies.
No, it was 6.
It was 6. Yeah. That's weird. I don't remember the 6th one, but we watched all
lost in the dark.
Yeah, dude. We watched them all in one day on a show called. All the commentaries for that are back on our Patreon, by the way, and then I'll put the link to those below. But yeah, we didn't. At the end of that, we were like, "Oh God, don't ever make it on mute."
Dude, I was looking at the video that you were playing, and then I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "When did we get Matthew Lillard?" I was like, "Well, we were so out of it, I forgot all about Matthew Lillard was on the show."
Make sure you didn't miss any super chats while we was gone. Simone Morris says, "Thank you so much for the laughs." Thank you, Simone. Thank you for thinking that we're funny, because not many people do.
No, that's true. Not even our parents, not our significant others. Nobody, not even Santa Claus.
We couldn't even get a ho 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 out of that motherfucker.
Yeah. He's supposed to be nice. He said, "I'm sending Krampus to your house, bitch." I'm like, oh.
By the way, I was thinking about that story I was telling about that producer who wanted me to take my shirt off. I can't tell the whole story here, but I forgot to tell you, Saturday night's Patreon stream time Saturday. Can you do Saturday?
For Patreons?
Yeah.
No, they're not important enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't totally. Yeah.
The Patreon live stream is Saturday night for you Patreons, and I'll tell that whole story in detail there because that's where we can get really naughty and wicked. And if you want to get on that, the link's down below. Someone told me it's the super chat, so let me make sure.
I think Gypsy Warrior is the one that's saying that we missed the super chat.
He says Jay as Slender Man. Let's play tummy sticks.
So, you want to do a little game that me got to name that's real nice. When you get under the covers, we'll play tummy sticks. It's kind of like sods, but we play with our wieners without peeing. It's called tummy sticks. So, I mean, me did it one time at Camp Wakapapapoo a long time ago. But, now, we could re-examine in the past.
Also, Miss Will Arnwine said, "Y'all seen have y'all seen Rather Save Mothra meme? That shirt's hilarious. I've not seen that, but I did see somebody make a joke about Kong versus Godzilla, where at the end Godzilla's gonna have his throat on Kong, and he's gonna be like, "Save her! Why did you say that name, Mothra?"
That I would not be surprised if some shit like that. Well, they were talking about them teaming up to take down Mecha Godzilla or whatever. So I don't know.
Should be funny as fuck. Okay, so guys, The Little Things. We're gonna review the movie The Little Things, and again, it's not about our wieners. Although it could be. And
that's literally when you get with a girl, you unzip it and you're like, listen, it's the little things that matter right before you pull it out. So you're already pre-warning her. Like, it's not going to be some John Holmes, like goddamn anaconda coming out to strike you. This motherfucker has had early retirement. Like, it's that small.
Right before we get into that, I did promise some Mortal Kombat news. I'll just show you guys this really quick. A couple new images came out from another HBO Max, which The Little Things is on HBO Max on Friday, me believes. And we're going to review that with no spoilers, so don't worry. You don't have to go anywhere. But check out these two stills from Mortal Kombat. Friday. These two stills from Mortal Kombat. You got a nice look at Sub-Zero's back muscles here with the snow going on around him. That shit looks legit as fuck, dude. I think Mortal Kombat's going to be beastly.
I can't see it yet.
It should be up in just a second for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, are you not entertained with the snow? I made this just for you. I once lived in a snow globe for 5 years, and now I've brought it to your world. Hey, man. Sub-Zero is one of my faves, but yeah, I think that I always was Sub-Zero when I was a kid, and it's always Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero is badass looking, man.
I can't wait to see Scorpion too. But yeah, that picture right there is just like when you've been doing your back workouts at the gym, and you get in the shower with your girlfriend for the first time after doing your back workouts, and like you try to turn your back so she can see them. You reach for the soap, but you reach way far behind you. It's like, check out this shit. Look at that.
Every time I see Sub-Zero now, I think of the Immortals soundtrack. It goes, hey, mysterious Chinese ninja warrior, with your heart so cold, Sub-Zero. And he goes, whoa, your life is a mystery while you're in a mask.
Shit looks good though. It really does look good.
Man, he loves.
And then the only other picture is this one. Of just the Mortal Kombat written backwards. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean. Got a map going on. It says Yuing Gayu in the back, and looks cool, man. I think, dude, I'm really fucking pumped. The trailer apparently is going to come out in February for Mortal Kombat. That's going to tell us a lot about what we need to know about this fucking movie. A lot.
Well, let's go ahead and translate it. It says Tombako Jamod.
Oh.
So obviously there's a hidden character called Tombako Jamo. Be careful. Be careful.
It's like somebody said in the chat, 10 things you missed. Clinton said 10 things you missed in the Mortal Kombat picture. But,
no, they'd be like, if you look at the direction of the J, it actually looks like an anchor. So can we see someone from the sea rising up to maybe prevent Raiden from getting to the island? I don't know.
Either way, I'm pumped for Mortal Kombat, man. I think it's going to be really cool. Yeah. I can't wait to see that shit. But on to the movie that we actually did see, that we promised to review for tonight. HBO Max was kind enough to send us a screener for The Little Things. This movie stars Jared Leto as a serial killer. and it stars Denzel Washington as like a broken down detective turned deputy because he went fucking crazy. And we're gonna make sure, by the way, no spoilers in this. We'll be very careful because we don't want to ruin it for anybody. Who went crazy trying to solve another case, and now he's back on this case again. And Rami Malek is the hotshot new detective who's on the case already. And then him and Denzel Washington, who's kind of this disgraced ex-detective, start working together. And it's very Seven-ish. I mean, we say that a lot, but it really is going for Seven. You know?
Yeah, and it's also got like it's got feels of Seven for sure, and then like Vacancy or The Bone Collector. Like, look, you know what? It's a really nice throwback to early 90s or not mid 90s, late 90s crime thriller movies. And I did like the dynamic between him and his partner, Denzel Washington in this. It kind of felt like Training Day, but Denzel's actually a good guy. Like it actually, but it was more of a homecoming for Denzel. And there were things about I didn't like. One of the main things I didn't like about it was that when they were investigating or anything that tragic moments were happening, they would play this Charlie Brown kind of piano, bum 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 bum, and it took me out of it. I was like, I'm not really into that.
I love the fucking score, dude. The score is one of my favorite parts.
I felt like I fell into an elevator, and it was like like elevator music. But I will say this real quick. Denzel was great. And who was the guy, the partner?
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, yeah. Great, awesome actor, amazing actor. Really good as Freddie Mercury, too. But Jared Leto was fabulous. So I liked him a lot in this, and I'm going to tell you why. If they had allowed this version of Jared Leto's acting skill and ability to be present in the Suicide Squad of his Joker, it would have been fucking perfect. Because again, when I thought, hey, when they cast Jared Leto as Joker, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, hey man, if they do something what they did in this movie, it'll be great. You know, make him very like slimy, nasty, you know, kind of bizarre and out there, and that's exactly what they did in this movie, but they went the opposite way, and he just looks like a 7-Eleven truck stop crackhead in Suicide Squad. But in this, he looks good. He also looks like he could be in fucking Faith No More. He kind of looks like that too a little bit. But yeah, dude, it was all right. I liked it. I was entertained. I was entertained the entire time. Yeah. But it was kind of weird.
That's the main thing about it. And if you guys have seen the trailer for it, you've seen the vibes. You get it. It's very like low key, like just serial killer 7 vibes all the way through it. What I'll say about this movie, man, is it's very weird. Like, it's really, really weird. It's so quiet. It's such a quiet movie, and I even asked Katie when we were watching, I was like, does it seem like they lowered the volume of the voices to make you really hone in and like, you know, scoot in and pay close attention? Because you gotta focus and you gotta concentrate on what they're saying. It's not a loud movie. It's not in your face. The score I do think is kind of loud, and I think it's a different score. I really enjoy the shit out of the score a lot. But the thing is that when people talk, they talk quietly in hushed tones. There's not a lot of over the top acting sequences. There's a couple, but when they happen, they really pop. But what I'll say about this movie, man, is that 97% of it I loved. I mean. It's my shit, dude. I mean, it is my shit. It's a true crime film come to life with amazing acting. Malek, Denzel Washington, Jared Leto killed it. I mean, all three of them 100%. So fucking good and serious and strong, like underhanded, like really, really good acting. And it pulls you in the same way a movie like Seven does. I hate to say this because I wanted to love the shit out of this movie, dude. But I loved watching it for the first time. And I recommend everybody to watch the film. I really do. My score is going to be a little bit lower than I want it to be because where it ends up, what happens at the end of it, to me is very, very unsatisfactory compared to the rest of the fucking movie. And that was the one problem I had with it.
I agree. They take you on a great roller coaster of intrigue and thriller and all this great crime drama that you like, and you're like, oh my god, this is actually going to be really good. There's going to be an amazing payoff, and toward the end of the film, you're like, oh man, we might get maybe, you know, on the levels of something like Seven or something like that, where it's just going to be like a really shock ending, but it kind of pooter out. Like I don't know. Like your fucking truck ran out of gas right before the finish line, and now you got to take your fat wife home. But I mean, that's where I don't know why I said that. I don't know.
But it was fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, she may not be fat, and I mean, there's no reason why she's in the back of the cab. But anyway, yeah, I feel like it really squanders the opportunity to really finish strong. And when I saw the ending, I thought the ending was good, but it felt too much like Reading Rainbow, like just take a look, it's in a book. Like it was too much like, you want a Happy Daisy kind of shit, and then it's like, nah. The whole movie is like fucking dark and dreary, and a goddamn, the Raven No More, or the Raven No More.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe shit. Yeah, I can't even think right. But yeah, it's like that, and then it goes into a fucking Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Just feel good about yourself. It's okay, champ. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not digging that.
Honestly, I'm a little. We can't go into that in further detail. We'll have to talk about this off camera. I don't actually know exactly what you mean by the Mr. Rogers thing, because it's vague. The way that they end the movie is very vague. Like,
well, you don't get the answer though, right? You don't get the answer
that you're looking for. Yeah, like it ends. It has an ending, but it's not at all where you expect things to go, and it just felt like. It's one of those movies, man, where they have something really, really good going for them. And again, I do recommend this movie. I think everybody should watch it. I think if you're a fan of these kind of movies, I think you'll enjoy it. I just don't think you'll want to watch it again because of how it ends. And that's how I feel. Like, I had a fucking blast watching it. I was on pins and needles the entire time, entertained the same way I would be watching Seven, the same way I would be watching any of these other movies. But knowing how it ends, I don't know if I'll watch it again. That being said, again, you do want to watch it the first time because it's just a fun experience, as good as the movie is.
Yeah, man. I just feel like there was a lot of potential for it to be an instant classic, and I think that it just didn't deliver the job, which us as men can definitely tell you that happens constantly in the bedroom. Yeah. You don't, you promise a big game, but you just show up at halftime and you're like, I'm too tired to go in, coach. But look. It's still a solid movie. It's still worth a check. But it's not like you're not going to talk about it nonstop forever and ever. The only thing that you could talk about is possibly sequels, which possibly, I don't know. I could see it happening at some point, but I don't know. Even then, I'm like, it's a movie. I don't even see it. I see like a TV series being spun off of it.
No, I don't see them ever doing. I don't see them ever going back to this again. I think this is for sure a one-off. But I'll say this, man. Denzel is top of the line. Denzel. Jared Leto, like you said, is so good. He's exactly what you see in the trailer. I mean, he is fucking scary. And
yeah, I said Faith No More, but he could also have been the front man for Cypress Hill.
See that shit. But he's fucking scary, dude. Like when he shows up on screen, I mean, he demands attention, and so does Denzel Washington when he's on screen. And Rami Malek is just like, he's really fucking good too, dude. He's just like, I mean, the wit is like iron sharp in this movie. Like the way that it's not quite linear. Like they take you in and out of different times, but not to like a Tenet sort of point. Tenet. It's not fucking overbearing and confusing, but they do kind of jump around a little bit, and the movie doesn't really like walk you along. You got to figure some shit out for yourself, and it's really entertaining, and it's so dark, and it's so sharp, and it's so mean that you really are just like dangling on a string the entire running time of the movie up until the ending.
You know what? I will say that the best thing about it though is to see my boy, goddamn Denzel Washington back there. Like I love to see him, man. Like he's picked up some weight and he's a little older, but he wears it fucking well, and I appreciate that motherfucker, and I want him as my partner.
He's the king of wearing it
King Kong, bitch. I want that.
He's the king of wearing it well. Like you see him in it smells like smoke in here. I thought it was my microphone, but I do smell smoke in my house.
How much hot sauce have you drank tonight?
I don't know. Katie
butthole's leaking.
Katie just left and went to the garage. I think she smells something too. I just want to make sure really quick that my home's not on fire because I smell fire. I smell literal fire. And maybe it's the guys who did the Godzilla trailers, but
it's this broadcast. It's on fire, man. That's what happens. We're doing good. And that's not true at all.
Hey. The garage was on fire? I just smelled fire.
That's why I went out there.
What was on fire?
The ashtray.
Oh, did like a... Okay, but it's out? Dude, my house is on fucking fire.
Not the house.
Your garage was on fire.
It's a part of the house.
whole
The
garage
mall
was
court.
totally smoking.
Okay.
Yeah, I smelled it.
Damn.
That's why I got out.
We need better fire.
Paige
alarms.
Ulmer says, thank you so much. She says,
Smoking
the
here.
best part of waking up is Denzel in your cup. That's the
Da-da-da.
goddamn truth right there. That actually made you feel good when you saw Denzel. Yeah, there's nothing worse than fucking those filters that burn in those cigarettes, man, in an ashtray.
That's
that
what
comes
it
on
was.
fire.
The cigarette
I know.
caught an ashtray on fire in the garage, but it's a big
I know.
ashtray. It's like a bucket. So,
I-
yeah,
I-
you
but,
can
you know-
smell that shit in here. Anyway,
Well,
sorry.
At the end of the day, man, it was just really cool to see Denzel back in those kind of crime thriller movies, and again, it had a great supporting cast. Jared Leto is actually allowed to be a good actor, which you don't see very often, especially like again. And I go back to this, and I know it's like beating a dead horse with a stick or a stone tablet, whatever. Is that like he could have been so much better as Joker? Like he really
Yeah.
could have if they had allowed him. Or maybe the script was better to be something more than what they designed as this, fucking cupcake cutout of a Joker. Like it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Like if they just allowed him to be more like he was in this and what he was in Lord of War and shit like that, and combined those two together, he would have been a really good Joker, a really convincing, solid Joker.
He would have been, man. And the way Jared Leto works this is like, and I'll do this carefully as not to give away any spoilers, but he is reveling in the fact that he's a suspect here. Like, and he looks fucking scary. I mean, the look that he has, the long hair, the sunken in eyes. You saw him in the trailer. Where he's
Contacts.
like, how's the trunk space? Honestly, he could have used more lines probably in the movie. They probably should have had him in it just a little bit more, but maybe that would have overdone it a little bit too much. But, Denzel Washington's character is obsessed with catching him. You know what this caught my eye of, dude, is the Nightcrawler review that we just did for Netflix's Nightcrawler about those two detectives becoming obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, and they even, at one point, they mentioned the Nightcrawler in the movie. They're like, we haven't been under this much scrutiny since the Nightcrawler thing happened. And it made me think of these two detectives, because that's kind of what's going on with Rami Malek's character and Denzel Washington's character. They're becoming consumed. One of them has been consumed for a really long time, and they're starting to get fucking scary. And so you got these two detectives who are really fucking starting to become obsessed and scary, and they really need to find their guy. And then they're finding these murders and stuff that's going on. Again, very Seven-ish. And then meanwhile, Jared Leto just pops in and out of the film, and he pops in and out as the film as what you assume is the main suspect. And I won't say whether he is or isn't. That's the part of the mystery of the movie, but. He's really fucking good. The character's really good. He's really smart. And again, for all the Seven references that we've been talking about, he's very Kevin Spacey-ish in Seven, with the way he toys with them and he talks to them and he's reveling in this. Very Kevin Spacey.
But-
you just don't get the payoff of the box at the end, and that's kind of where it ends up a little disappointing.
And he doesn't go out, into pools with 16-year-olds. Not that kind of Kevin Spacey, but just in the movie Seven. I had to throw it in there. You have to, when the pitcher's mitt's wide open, you got to throw in the curve.
Oh, shit.
But no, man, Jared Leto was great. He's probably the highlight of the film, honestly. I feel like it's Jared Leto, Denzel Washington, and then Malika Cod. I can't remember that guy.
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, he's great.
But they're
And
all
I
right
think
there
that-
with each other, too. They're all so good.
Yeah, Rami Malek actually, somebody had mentioned, I don't know if it was on our list for Fantastic Four Dreamcasting as Doctor Doom. He would be a really good, solid Doctor Doom, honestly, or Reed Richards, but I could see him more in the role of Doctor Doom
That dude,
as a tortured soul kind of guy.
he could do a lot of stuff, man. He could do a lot of stuff. He was really good at Mr. Robot. I didn't finish that, but ultimately, man, my ultimate scope of the little things is, if you're into movies like Seven, if you're into hardcore serial killer / horror-ish thriller suspense movies, and fucking tour de force acting by everybody involved, and it felt like a Fincher movie, like a Zodiac, in a sense where they don't lead you along. They make you really focus and pay attention. The movie's taken seriously from bottom to the top. All the characters have all these human flaws. Really interesting to watch. Can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. Fascinating fucking movie to watch on first time viewing. The ending is quite disappointing for what it could be. And it's one of those movies where they knew, it felt like they knew they had something great. And I don't know if this is based on a book or what this is based on, but it felt like they were on this line and they were like, we have something really fucking great here. And I think they thought to themselves, we can't just end it like a normal serial killer movie ends. They thought to themselves, if we end this in a normal way, it's going to be, oh, it's the run of the mill. It's like when Southpaw came out and it's this awesome fucking boxing movie that was fucking made us cry. We both gave it 10s. We love Southpaw. But what were the reviews? Oh, typical Rocky story. You know what I mean? If they had ended this the way people expected them to end it, then I think that they were fearful that people would have said, oh, typical serial killer movie. You do this with a bad guy, blah, 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 happens in the end. They wanted to go for their 7 surprise ending, and they took their shot. I think that it really did miss, and that's unfortunate. But the first time watch, this movie's an 8.5. Overall, as a movie, though, I have to give it a 6.5, and I really hate to do that because it was so well done up until the ending. But it's a 6.5 for me.
I'm gonna give it a 7.0. I didn't hate it. I didn't despise the movie. I thought it was great to see Denzel back in a role that he, in a lot of ways, had made famous, especially with Training Day. And it was good. And again, the chemistry between all the actors was amazing. And they do lead you on a nice little road. And you don't know where it's going to go. But boom, fuck, a happy-go-lucky Candyland tree hits you in the face. And you're like, well, I didn't see that shit coming. We're all about the ending now where it's... I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here, folks? Because we started out gritty and dirty and we were going to get down in the bedroom. And now it's all like, hey, I got to go to church. I don't like that.
I got to say something, though, man. I think maybe this is the beauty of the film a little bit, but you saw a happy-ish ending. I saw an extremely fucking dark ending. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, the happy ending is obvious because the way one of the characters react and the other character is kind of like whatever. But I get what you're saying on the sad ending. But my point being is like we're going down a road where it sets itself up in a premise where it's like we mentioned this 100 goddamn times. And if you guys are taking note, we say 7 one more time, you guys are gonna die if you're doing a shot game.
It really is though.
But you go down the road of 7, and then you go into something else where it's a happy-go-lucky kind of situation. That's not super happy-go-lucky, but it kind of, I don't know. It's
I found it to be extremely depressing, dude.
Well, very Lifetime Movie Network kind of ending, which I'm not. Like, look, I know why he did it and what happens and why, the story unfolded that particular way, but it seems so cheap and it seems like an easy way to do it. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I felt like the ending in a lot of ways ruined it for me. I felt like I was expecting some kind of really good payoff, some really boisterous moves, and I got nothing except some bullshit charcoal thrown in my face and said, eat this shit. I'm like, I don't want to eat this. I was already on my way to a steak, and now you could just give me charcoal. Look, the music sucks. Except like the music is not. I just feel like it's too Charlie Brownish. I don't feel like it fits the movie. It feels like elevator music. But at the same point, everybody was really good in the movie, and it really does have a great central plot, and it really will keep you watching. But 7.5 is a good score. Whether or not you watch it again, I doubt it. I highly doubt you're gonna rewatch this with the same revere that you watch like Training Day or 7 or Bone Collector or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not gonna happen. But they took their shot, man. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
That was weird, dude. I pressed this and it said hearing at maximum.
Oh no,
it was the Bluetooth. It's not gonna be those levels at all, but it was a solid flick, man.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it still.
But hey, that's a good sign. That's a sign of a good movie too, there in itself, and the fact that you and I came out with very different versions of what happened at the end. That's what you want from some movies too. Is you want something you can talk about. And I have a crazy theory about this movie that I can't mention. You got to remind me to talk to you about it. We got to talk about how each of us experienced the end of this movie, because even though we were both disappointed with it, I think we took 2 entirely different ideas of what came out of it, and I think maybe that's what they were going for. We were talking about Donnie Darko earlier. That's another movie that you could really take that ending and you could go several different ways with it, and I think that's like this too. But yeah,
I think the main thing was like the questions that weren't answered that should have been answered in the movie.
Yes,
like unless you're gonna do shit afterwards, which they may, but I doubt it. You should have answered the fucking question.
I agree with you on that for sure. So that's our review of The Little Things. We both do absolutely recommend you guys watch this Friday when it comes out. No joke. If you're into these kind of movies, You might not come away with what you want, but you're gonna have a good time on that fucking journey, and that's life, baby. It's all about the journey.
Did you kind of find Jared Leto a little hot?
No,
I don't know. I was just like
really?
that greasy, I don't know. I was just like, like I'm down on my luck, and I just met you at the Quickie Mart. Yeah,
He's like he's gonna
Like,
try to
his-
make you hamburger helper and then put his finger in your butt.
that'll be fine because I get hamburger helper first. but he's got like the contacts are working for him.
Yeah, he does look.
I don't know.
He's freaky, that's for sure. We did
But
this.
by the way, the Joker thing, he should have had the contacts in, like the contacts like that, like a dark. Like I know that Joker has blue eyes or green eyes, but having like those dark ass contacts with the makeup under his eyes made him look
Yeah.
100 times better.
Not to shit on David Ayer. I don't want to do that at all. I respect the guy. We'll talk about End of Watch in the third part of the show when we're going to do our top 10 buddy cop films of all time. But, seeing Jared Leto do roles like this, the role that he did in Lord of War, the role that he did in the Dallas Buyers Club, and then you look at what happened with his Joker, it makes you be like, maybe we shouldn't put all that blame on Jared Leto. Jared Leto could have been an amazing Joker had he been given the right circumstances, but they asked him to play this cheap gangster, fake gold teeth, weird, got beef. They asked him to play that.
7-Eleven crack boy.
Yeah. They asked him to play that, and he played that. But had he been given a way more interesting version of Joker, I think he could have knocked the shit out of it.
Well, again, I think Jared Leto is a weird Fruit Loop motherfucker. There's no doubt.
He's a strange
Anybody
dude.
that spends their time in the desert and doesn't know that there's a virus raging around the world. Like, what happened? I didn't even know. I was eating red licorice with my fucking weird friends. I didn't know that there was a virus. Let me just namaste it away. He's a weird guy, but he's also a talented actor, and I loved him in Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. I think that's an underrated movie beginning, but I think he was great in the movie. And yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, as far as when he was cast as Joker, I always thought that he would have been a great Joker, and I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think it was a lot of studio control and a shitty script that led to the performance that we got from Jared Leto. But if you'd had maybe, and nothing against the director of Suicide Squad, but maybe if you'd had a little bit more of a seasoned director as far as making more of a crime thriller type of Suicide Squad or a crime syndicate type of movie, I don't know. You might have got a different Jared Leto as far as the way the script was written. I don't know.
Well,
but, it is what it is now. But he has a chance. He has a chance to renew himself, because if they're going to if he's still Joker, according to the DCEU,
yeah.
Who knows? They might fucking fix some shit with him.
Well, what it was, I think, dude, is that like David Ayer, I mean, he's a seasoned director. Like, he's a really good director. He did Fury, he did End of Watch, he did all this stuff like that. But he does have a particular style. Like, his style is to be this rough and tumble, like, man, I don't give a fuck, I'll knock anybody. Like, his characters all kind of have that kind of street feel to them. And I think Joker should be beyond that mentally. I think he should be a step above that and not really delve into that. Like, his cronies would talk and act like the way he acts in the Suicide Squad. He should be a step above that. He should be smarter. He should be diabolical. He should be fucking really deep fucked up in the head, but also really smart sounding and crazy, like wild fucking cuckoo bananas. Not I'm a badass. I think that was his. I don't think it's like his seasoning. I think it was his style, and like I don't think it worked well for Joker.
Yeah, you don't want to. He basically made his version of the Joker look like that white kid in high school that was wearing FUBU and shit, trying to be a badass or something, riding his skateboard to fucking sound.
Kinda.
Like, he was just a fucking joke. Yeah, and wearing no limit fucking chains. I'm like, dude, you're a bitch. Don't even try to pretend that you know anything. And he's a suburban kid on top of it. But yeah, I feel like Jared Leto and David Ayer. I also don't feel like it's David Ayer's fault. I feel like it was also a lot of studio involvement. I think the studios came down and they were like, no, this is what sells. This is what does it for people. This is the kind of Joker that they want. Because they're out of touch with what the actual pulse is for what people want as Joker.
I think it's
Joker is Joker is the best represented in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I think that is the ideal Joker, in my opinion. I think that's the best version of Joker we've ever gotten on screen. I know people will say Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was good too, but I feel like Joaquin Phoenix showcases both. He showcases the tortured mind and soul of Joker himself, but then also the levels of depravity that Joker will go to. And I feel like if you had given a correct role to Jared Leto and said, here's your boundaries,
Yeah.
a depraved soul, but also a tortured soul, he would have been able, he's like, listen, the motherfucker sings for 30 seconds to Mars. I think he would have been able to hit it. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get that version of Joker, so it kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
Jared Leto, I think Jared Leto really did get a big old cock in his ass when it came to that Joker. It was a really bad script, or it was really a lot of studio involvement that wanted to shift it. I don't know.
He delved himself all the way into it, though. Like, too. I mean, he was about it. Like, he didn't have any problems with it. He thought that was going to be great. I mean, he went full method. He sent his coworkers used condoms, that whole thing. But a super chat we missed last week that I meant to get to from our buddy Not Sure. By the way, he says he says MMI. So I don't know if that's Michael Myers' weaknesses or my weaknesses, but he says
or M&M's.
yeah, he says big titty, goth chicks, wham vids, shower beers, trying to do all three at the same time. You guys ruled. Never stop whamming. Honestly, that is the unholy triumvirate that you just explained there, my friend. So
We'll never stop whamming as long as you don't stop watching, and we'll make sure that we film our whamming in the middle of our bunk beds when we do it. So you can see that too.
You fell down in the shower trying to reach God. We can appreciate that. There's no shame in that, my friend. But thank you. Sorry we missed that last week, man. But yeah, so the little things. Let's ask the chat, by the way, before we go to break. Based on what you know about this movie, the trailer, whatever we just said here, if for some weird reason our opinions matter to you, who plans on checking out The Little Things on Friday when it releases on HBO Max, whether it be in theaters or on HBO Max? Just a yes or no in the chat. I'd love to know who actually is going to watch this, because
we need to know, because we're getting paid by Warner Brothers to give it a good review.
Absolutely.
So we need to return these spreadsheets.
There's no other reason.
Copy and paste all of it.
For them to let us watch it other than that. But in all seriousness, though, like, I'm really into these movies. And when they first announced The Little Things was a part of the slate, and I saw Denzel Washington, Jared Leto, I thought, oh, what's that about? And I looked at it, and then I saw it was about a serial killer. And then I thought, oh my God. And then I saw the trailer, and I saw how serious they were taking it, like kind of like a Dennis Villeneuve film, which is what it feels like. It feels like a Dennis Villeneuve film, if I'm saying his name right. Definitely has those vibes to it, like a Prisoner or something like that. But when I saw I was really pumped about it. Like it skyrocketed. I think it was in my top 10 most anticipated of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Skyrocketed. I love these kind of movies, but not many people seem to be talking about it. So I just want to know if you guys are planning on watching it or not. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, like, most people should at least give it a chance. Like, it's not going to cost you that much to watch it. Really. Theoretically, it's not that expensive of a movie to rent. And if you like movies like Seven, Bone Collector, Vacancy, things like that, you'll enjoy this movie. It's in the same kind of vein. Joyride, kind of. Not really like Joyride, but the other three I mentioned for sure.
Super serious.
Yeah, and it's good. And it's really good, and it's really cool to see Denzel. Again, it's really cool to see Denzel back in that kind of role. Like, I like that part. That was probably one of my favorite parts, to see him in those roles again.
Yeah. Hey,
I really haven't seen him doing shit like that in a long time.
I want to ask you something about that in a second, by the way. Super chat we missed. Marco Viva Torres says, I hope Quan Chi is in this in some way, talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, damn, Quan Chi, man. If Quan, I would imagine Quan Chi would be in it. Especially if you look at if they want to draw anything from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, where Shang Tsung and Quan Chi teamed up, then it would work pretty well, because Quan Chi is like a sorcerer above Shang Tsung. And again, it would also help to introduce more characters if they're gonna make sequels to this, to introduce Quan Chi. Quan Chi's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Like he looks like powder, but motherfucker hits like Shaq.
Marco Viva Torres says, I don't know why, but this movie, The Little Things, reminds me a bit of The Snowman Killer in a way, the movie The Snowman Killer. That was one, that's funny that you mentioned that, because also Insomnia kind of got that vibe going on, Christopher Nolan's Insomnia. But The Snowman Killer is one I actually didn't watch, and I was super psyched about that. I was really pumped about that. Michael Fassbender in a detective thriller movie, and I still haven't had a chance to see it, but I know that people really did not like that movie.
I have not seen The Snowman. I did see. I've been watching some of the serial killer stuff on HBO Max, and I saw one of them was with April, but it said The Snowman, the actual Snowman. There's a documentary on him. So I feel like, oh, I can watch that and then watch the movie and then maybe be more informed in what's actually going on. Because I never heard of him before,
Yeah.
ever.
It's not. It's the Snowman Killer, not the Michael Shannon. Who was the guy that who'd Michael Shannon play? He played the Iceman.
No,
the Iceman was
yeah.
Michael Shannon.
Maybe it was the Iceman. Maybe it was the Iceman Killer.
Yeah, the
Maybe that was
Iceman's
a
the real
documentary.
one. I've seen the Iceman movie about the Iceman with Michael Shannon. Not that great. They
Yeah.
sympathize with the guy way too much. And if you look at the Iceman story, dude was a fucked up son of a bitch.
That was. Well, didn't he work for the mob?
Yeah, like he did
Yeah,
edits
okay,
to their
yeah,
porn
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
In the movie, they try to make him sympathetic, which I love Michael Shannon and everything he does is gold. But to make that guy, when you find out what he actually did, sympathetic is pretty gross in my
Yeah.
opinion. But
It's like snow, ice. I'm the one with the gun.
that should have been his main fucking line, dude. Ryder says stripper tips $2. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We will
Hey,
use it.
we will use that for the hooker that we see at BP every day.
We will need it. We will need it. Down there at Pervert Row. Let's see what
I
others.
never been to Pervert Row. It always makes
I
me
made you
nervous.
come with me one time.
Did you? Oh yeah, I did. I felt, dude. I felt. You,
You
know
got
what I
you
felt
got
like?
the rub. She did that.
Yeah, but I felt like I went to the teachers' lounge, and when you were in school and you're not supposed to be in that room, I didn't want to be there because it was weird. I was like, I don't know. And then she did the rub thing, but I was like, it's kind of hot, but I feel like I'm not allowed to be here. This is wrong.
It's a good time if you're low on funds and you just go down there, put a couple bucks down.
And you're like, Mike's like, dude, just give her $1. I was like, I feel like maybe she might be worth more than that.
To be fair, you got to go at least two. Gotta go. At
Well,
least
then, you know what it is. I felt bad because I feel like when it's a person that delivered your pizza and you only give them like $1 tip, and you ordered like $25 or $35 worth of pizza,
Yeah.
and you give them $1, and she's rubbing her titties in your face, and she's like, "Woo!" and you're like, "Here's
You
$1
gotta go
for
two.
your efforts."
You gotta go
Yeah, he's
two.
like, "Here's a." Well, here's
It's-
$1 because I don't think you're shit. Like, I think your shit's terrible. Like, I don't know. I just felt weird.
Not sure says question for both you guys. Would you rather have a symbiote or an Iron Man suit? Also, can Luma sing Triple H's The Game music? Number one, Iron Man suit, no doubt about it. 100%. You can take it off when you want to, and that's important, I feel like. But Triple H's The Game music. Do you remember that music?
Well, let me answer the question. I don't think I would want the Iron Man armor. I want the symbiote because I want the fucking enhanced strength. I want to be able to change clothes immediately. Like the symbiote can literally change clothes without you having to ever have to buy whatever you think you got those clothes on.
But it's a
there
part
it
of
is.
you. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah, but it keeps you company when you're lonely because it talks to you in your mind and shit like that. As long as you have a stronger personality, you can. Because to me, let's say, hold on, Eddie. We can do whatever we want to. I'd be like, that's a gentle kind of thing. I like that.
That's just me trying to get you to go to Pervert Row. Jay, take $1. Go to Pervert Row.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So it's definitely the symbiote, and then after that, the game.
Triple H's theme song.
You want to play the game? Are you ready to play this goddamn game? Because guess what? I've been playing the game for a long time. Hit it, suck it, whatever. Degeneration X.
Hit it, suck it.
I don't know the song.
Edward Santiago says supposedly the you ain't want no beer scene, no beef scene had Joker make the guy shot himself because he screws with his mind within a few minutes. I get the idea of it, Edward. It's just the fact that the Joker's going, you don't want no beef, you don't know beef. That's just not freaky to me. It's like, oh, you're just a regular old, gangster guy that's like, you don't want no beef, huh? And then comments like, I ain't want no beef, man. And I just
First off, you're gonna be an armless, legless, faceless thing rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
see that's cooler than you don't know, man. Look at my fucking tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Look, I know there's defenders of Suicide Squad and there are fans of Jared Leto, but look, man, honestly, if you look at all the evidence, and especially you see what Joaquin did and Heath Ledger before that and Jack Nicholson, I mean, Jared Leto just did not stack up. Like, I mean, it just doesn't stack up. It's like it was a down year for your Buffalo Bill. So it just doesn't work.
By the way, tons of yeses in the chat. I only see one no so far. Someone says I'll torrent it. Tons of yeses, mostly yeses for people that want to see the little things. That's good to see. I'm glad to see people want to see it. I was worried that nobody gave a shit about the movie. Marco says only.
Said,
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Marco said only because the Iceman was a father, and when it came to his kids, he was supposedly the kindest and loving man that. Then to others he was ruthless. Marco, the only thing I know about that is that I listened to the last podcast on the left, and they actually delved really, really deep into. They did a lot of research on it, and apparently he was not very cool to those kids. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I think he was actually super fucking shitty to his kids and his family too. They just played it in a different aspect, from what I remember.
Was that for what was
the
that
Iceman?
movie?
The Iceman.
I still got to watch that.
I
mean,
mind
is
the
it
movie at
worth?
all.
Is it? I mean, no. I mean, you haven't seen it either, have you?
I've
Did you see it?
I've seen the Iceman, yeah, and I've seen documentaries about him. They have for the Iceman, the guy. They have like hours and hours of interviews with the actual serial killer. But apparently, he's full of shit, and he just makes up shit. So half of it's total bullshit. But then the movie is Michael Shannon, and it's like an hour and a half long movie. I did see that. I think I reviewed it back in the day, but. And it's just Michael Shannon as the Iceman, but in the movie they try to make him sympathetic, and I think that's on HBO Max.
What was that movie with Thomas Jane that you tried to get me to watch it a couple of times? He's in a cabin or something.
The movie where there's two. There's the standoff, which is him basically in a versus movie against Lawrence Fishburne.
No, not that one.
The other one I was trying to get, I'll Melt With You, and that's a movie where
I have not seen I'll Melt With You.
That's the one. That's a fucking wild dude. And I'll Melt With You. Thomas Jane and Jeremy Piven and a bunch of dudes go to a cabin, and they're all depressed and fucked up and whacked out of their heads. They do a ton of drugs. People die. Shit gets fucking crazy. It's a really depressing, sad, trippy drug movie.
Was it good though?
It's fucking good though. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, people are like, how did this have anything to do with Iceman? I said I'll melt with you, okay? Ice melts. So it was related. And by the way, he was like, we'll do a Venom skit. Yeah, sure, we could draw a Venom skit. I don't know how that'll work. You know what? That would be funny. You know, we haven't touched on this in a long time, but back in the day, Mike and I, yeah, we haven't touched.
Do you want
we
to?
haven't touched.
I mean,
we haven't touched tweeters in a while.
We rock quick. Yeah. Come on.
Especially with that sucker on your fucking shirt.
Come on.
I do.
Come on, touch it. Just go down there like that and go Felipe-a-Duke.
Feliz Navidad. No, you know what? It would be funny. I was gonna say we haven't done this in a while, but we did one of our classic skits a long time ago where Mike. This would be so fucking funny. Mike had a mustache on, and I was doing the narrative voice for him as we were doing the Edgar Allan Poe review for The Raven, and we did a little sketch for it.
It's one of my favorites.
I could pretend to be your symbiote and talk off camera as your symbiote, and then you would just react to what I said.
But we should do it with him on the move. Like, I should go grocery shopping. You should be like, grab the cornflakes.
Yeah, you know, and there's a way to film. Yeah, you could just film yourself doing all that, and then I could put just do the audio for it, and then we could, splice it together. But that shit would be funny. But it would be funny to do it in the same room too, because whatever you picked up, I'm like, I don't know if we need hot pockets.
We should do it with an earpiece, dude. I should get a camera and put it on the front of the shopping cart. That way you can see what I'm doing and you can watch me in real time. We could Instagram live it, by the way. Follow us on Instagram if you want to see this shit.
Yeah, you could pick up Fruity Pebbles and be like, Fruity Pebbles are not welcome on my planet.
Yeah, dude, we should do that. We should just go to Kroger. I'll actually do my grocery shopping, right? I'll take my I'll put my phone on Instagram Live. We'll set you up so they can hear you as my symbiote, and I'll just do my grocery shopping while you're in my fucking ear, and we'll record it.
Dude, that would be the best. I swear to God, that would be like I would just react to everything that you picked up, and then like question your judgment.
That'd be a good time, dude. I'd do that shit. I would totally do that shit. All right,
and then when you were like, "I'm gonna eat this, bro," it's like, I share this body too, Eddie. It's like, I'm not Eddie.
You need
you'll do, but you'll do. like I don't know.
Oh, the Frank Knight Rises. That's a great name, by the way. Says, who would be your doctor for a horror type Ghost Rider? Who would be your director? Who would be your director for a horror type Ghost Rider? Top of the brain, dude. Sam Raimi could make a fun Ghost Rider movie.
Sam Raimi, I think Sam Raimi would be really good. Except I think that Sam Raimi is really into the black dark comedies, kind of, like making something that, like Evil Dead. I just think of Evil Dead when I think of Ghost Rider.
He's doing
like
Doctor
him doing
Strange
it.
right now, so
I
that's
know,
why.
and I think, but it'll work for. I think it'll work with that particular type of story.
Yeah.
What he's trying to do. I honestly, dude. What the fuck is his name? Ari
Aster,
Aster,
the guy that did
Ari-
Hereditary.
Yeah, I think Ari Aster would do a really good version of Ghost Rider. It'd be really fucking scary, but I think that he could probably manage that. I think that would be a really good, because you would get the human element of Ghost Rider as well, which would be terrifying if you think about it. Like the idea of Ghost Rider is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, James Wan would be good too.
James Wan would be good.
He would be able to broach those two categories together.
But I feel like James Wan is like the same way that you feel about Tom Hardy. Like everybody just says James Wan on everything.
Yeah, that's true too. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Fucking hey man, who you guys think should play the Queen? Fucking Tom Hardy, dude. It's gotta be fucking Tom Hardy, man.
Ryder says Josh Trank.
Was you in the
I would
call?
say Marco V. Vellatore says Jay wants James Cameron. Yeah, I want James Cameron, but I mean he's too busy fucking writing Avatar 2. So I can't
Tommy, when you came in the door, I heard 3 clicks. Chugga, chugga, chugga. That's 2 bottles.
Hey man, actually, I got it, man. A really good Ghost Rider fucking director, Robert Rodriguez.
Yes, I would do that. That's fucking
Robert
perfect.
Rodriguez probably would nail that.
That's spot on, dude. That would be dope as shit. I would love that so much. My
Like a Dusk Till Dawn kind of vision.
Yeah, I wouldn't wipe right for a month.
That feels good.
Wait,
that
what?
feels nice. These are triple cotton.
Hey, let's take a pee break real quick. Come
All
back.
right, let's do it.
In this show with our top 10 buddy comedies of all time, or top. Hey, top 10
Tippity top to you.
buddy cop films of all time. We're gonna need your all's help, by the way, to come up with the movies, and then we're gonna pick our top 10 out of your all's choices.
I like that.
Ooh.
Okay, we see you soon, Chad.
A turd.
I feel like Ike in Tombstones. I'll see you soon. I'll see you real soon.
Say when. Be right back, guys.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, I really want to talk about this story because we talk about Bond versus Bourne all the time, and when I saw this, it really caught my eye. I think it's pretty interesting. So, and I don't think you and I have talked about this one yet, but Doug Liman, the guy who directed the original Bourne Identity, right? Basically, he in a weird offhanded way, Doug Liman was like, "Fucking James Bond ripped me off." James Bond ripped Jason Bourne off. And when you hear that, you said, "No," says I. Everybody knows that Jason Bourne was born out of James Bond. It's one of those situations where you actually have to read what he said, but it's still pretty fucking interesting. He said, "I always wanted to make a James Bond movie. They don't hire American directors. By the way, you've made 2 little indie movies. You're never going to direct James Bond. I went and made Bourne Identity, and then after the Bourne Identity came out, the next James Bond to come out was Casino Royale, which totally copied the tone of Bourne. I had a very surreal thing where I was sort of making Bourne because I really wanted to make Bond, and then Bond copied Bourne." He says, "I don't quite know how to process that. I still don't know how to process that. I don't know if I got what I wanted or didn't get what I wanted. It's beyond my computing power to know how to feel about that. It's probably an unsatisfying answer. To say I'm annoyed or flattered would be easy, but I'm still confused about how I should feel about this."
I'm not saying. Look, here's the thing about tone and plots. I mean, look, they might have borrowed some things for sure. I don't think they flat out stole something. It's James fucking Bond, man. I mean, they knew they had to come out with something fresh, something snappy. They had to get it back on its feet after Pierce Brosnan, and they needed something high octane. And they just chose to go more of a adventurous type of high action kind of stuff, James Bond, than they were, people are used to. It's really hard to accuse someone of stealing your shit and immediately saying, "Oh, it's because I submitted this," and it kind of sounds like you're as salty as a fucking fig Newton and you need to get laid. Like I'm not like, listen, I can go to a movie theater too and be like, "Oh, I wrote something in my head and I submitted, maybe I did submit." They seem like they just borrowed the whole fucking movie. No, because no one ever said that James Bond has to be always smooth talking, a very slow paced, easy kind of build movie. They decided to flip it on its head and make it more like a Timothy Dalton action adventure kind of thing. So that's wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that he's incorrect saying that they didn't hire him because he's an American director. That's probably very true.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to make sure that James Bond is British. They want to keep that in the British thing. which is fine. I mean, I don't know. It's really stretching to say they totally ripped his idea off. I
Yeah.
mean,
And he seems like he's having trouble with it too. Like he's having trouble exactly like he said. I don't really know exactly how to feel about it, but he says that he notices it. Like okay, so GoldenEye comes out and it resurrects Bond, right? It's
was
fucking
great, yeah.
fucking huge. But then they put out 3 goddamn stinkers, which 1 or 2 of those is okay, but
Yeah.
they put out a couple stinkers, Pierce Brosnan, and then they move on. And while this is happening, I guess Jason Bourne comes out, and I feel like everybody recognized the fucking tie-ins to James Bond that Jason Bourne was. So, and to be fair, Doug Liman is basically saying, "Hey, yeah, I copied Bond first because I wanted to make a Bond movie, and this is the only way for me to make a Bond movie." So really, he can't really point his finger at anybody
pretty much, yeah.
because he's doing the same thing. But
Quid pro quo, motherfucker.
but I don't hate him for it either because I get where he's coming from. Like that's got to be fucking surreal to look at that, to be like, okay, James Bond's, they're never gonna look at me. I'm never gonna get a James Bond movie. I'm gonna make my own movie, and then your movie's so fucking badass that you watch the next James Bond movie and they're like, oh, you're like that fucking meme of Leonardo DiCaprio. It's like, when he sees himself on the FBI show.
You could then you might as well. I mean, the director of fucking John Wick can come out and say that he was copied. Like in any movie that comes out that's action oriented or action focused on one guy trying to survive a bunch of hitmen trying to go after him, which sounds a lot like James Bond or sounds a lot like Jason Bourne, like everybody's hunting them down. But I'm just saying, like, everything's been reused and recycled so many fucking times to sit there literally and blatantly and say like James Bond ripped you off for Casino Royale is you got the balls the size of an elephant for one.
Kids got alligator blood.
Yeah, and you got literally you own Morton Salt Factory.
Which great.
So full of that salt.
Well, I mean, when you read these things, you don't know that Tony said it in too. Like he could have just been talking shit.
I mean, I just wouldn't have the nerve to go up there and say, "Oh yeah, they totally copied my idea. I made Jason Bourne."
I don't know, dude. I feel like your fucking dick would be swinging pretty hard at that point if you fucking saw the franchise of James Bond make their most successful movie in ages by lifting a little butt touch off your movie. You'd be pretty fucking pumped.
I don't even, how does he even know they read his shit? They're like, fuck him. He's not even an American director. I don't want to read his shit.
Well, not read it, but saw Jason Bourne.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I mean, if I had said, I might be like, I would do complimentary. So I'd be like, man, that's fucking badass. That's awesome. I'm glad they took some ideas. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, they stole my shit.
Which I mean, I kind of
it's not bad.
He's saying to be fair, he's saying he doesn't know how to feel it. He's not really angry, but he's both flattered and a little bit bitter. I understand where he's coming from, but I mean, it's interesting to look at though, dude, because if you look at so they're getting ready to make the new James Bond, and they're like, okay, what do we need to do? This fucking flashy, goddamn flash in the pan, fucking smooth as fucking goddamn silk, sexual in nature with an amazing 5 o'clock shadow. If he decides to fucking grow one, goddamn Pierce Brosnan,
George Michael.
Yeah, if he decides to grow one, he doesn't even fucking need that shit. People aren't into that anymore. They want the rough and tumble shit. They want to see some rough shit. And they basically gave us what the fuck we wanted with Casino Royale.
I love that. That's my favorite one. I mean, that other than not Spectre, what was the one before that one?
Before Spectre, it was Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and then Spectre.
Yeah. So I know everybody loves Skyfall. Like that's probably their favorite James, but I always love Casino Royale, man. I love that grittiness. And yeah, if you're going to ask me straight up, does it resemble a lot of Jason Bourne? Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. But I never made that connection when I watched the fucking thing. I'll watch Jason Bourne and then I'll watch Casino Royale, and they feel like two different movies. I mean, yes, tone-wise, I guess you could say they're action-oriented movies, but I mean, how many other movies out there aren't action-oriented when it comes to shit like that?
Yeah. Well, I think it's about the fight. It's about how the fight sequences worked. So the tie-ins was it's very clear. And by the way, Casino Royale is my favorite too. But Skyfall is fucking great. Those movies went like fucking amazing movie in Casino Royale.
I still haven't seen Quantum. I gotta get on that.
Yeah, decent little revenge flick in Quantum of Solace. Amazing fucking movie in Skyfall, and then okay with Spectre. I feel like Spectre was the worst of all 4 of them, in my personal opinion. But yeah, the way that they did the fight scenes with Bourne, they tied it in the story because they said, "Oh, this is young Bond. This is him fucking gathering his way up." And basically, you could also say they technically lifted Batman Begins too, right? Because Batman Begins, like, oh, let's show Batman at the beginning, let's show him becoming Batman, let's show Bond becoming Bond, and they continue to do that throughout the Craig films, so just touching on his history just a little bit. I don't think
about these earbuds.
Here's the thing, though, it's okay because
I don't know about
Casino
these
Royale
like
did it better.
Fucking falling out. Like my ears are goddamn the size of Peter Dinklage. They just keep falling out of my earlobes.
I want to put my dick in your Peter Dinklage.
I hope you do.
You can hear me
I've
coming.
always, every Christmas since 1999, I've written about it to Santa.
You'll never hear me coming.
That's Ben Kingsley. Yeah.
Isabel's here, guys. Isabel. Oh, thank you, Isabel. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart, and we fucking love you so much. You can't take it into the night. She says, hope you're well and staying safe, my friends. I'm waiting for the blackbird to sing me lullabies as it's 4 a.m. Lots of love to you and my WAM fam. God damn it, we love you, Isabel.
Hey, thank you so much, Isabel.
Talk about one of the sweetest ladies you'll ever meet in your life.
She really is.
We got to.
And what time? It's got to be fucking like early in the day there.
4 a.m. there where she
Holy
lives.
shit.
One of my favorite.
I mean, right then I'm just making my crack deals on the sidewalk. She's got to go and go to work.
One of my favorite memories of Scarefest is driving around with Isabel. Rode with us in the car. We went to eat and did different stuff when she came down, and she got to ride in the car with us. So we got to hang out and party a little bit. It was fun. Isabel's awesome. I love you, Isabel.
Isabel's really good. The way you were describing it sounded like one of those old timey guys. It's like, yes, we had the Model T, and she got to ride around in the old car. it wasn't a horse pull.
I just remember being in the back of the car at Scarefest, going from one party to the next location, being like, "Hey, play my favorite jam." I was like, "Isabel, do you like this song?"
For me, it's always weird. It's like, oh, you're from another country? Like, oh my God.
Crazy.
What's that like? I know, it's so weird. But also, I'm like that with anybody that says they're from fucking like Michigan. I'm like, oh my God, you're from Michigan? What's that like?
Marco Viva Toro says Guillermo del Toro for Ghost Rider director. I could see that.
Guillermo del Toro would be really good. He did a really good job with Hellboy. But the thing about Guillermo del Toro is like he did Pan's Labyrinth is extremely underrated classic. But I feel like Guillermo del Toro is more into the fantasy side of horror than he is with like, just really dark, gritty type of horror. I don't know if he could actually be the one to do it. But Robert Rodriguez, again, I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to stick by that choice because I think he's got the sensibilities to make Ghost Rider something really special.
I'm not a Guillermo guy. I'm not a fantasy guy, so that probably makes sense. But like, I'm not as high on Guillermo del Toro as many people are. I'm not shitting on the guy. He just never. It doesn't excite me in the pantaloons at night. In the darkness. Let's do our top 10 favorite buddy cop films.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say? Sorry.
I was gonna say, Jeremy Remy says, Jay, could you do a Slender Man meets Dr. Loomis therapy session? That'd be really hard. You know what? I'll give you the quickest sample I can because I don't know we could ever do that. But it'd be like, so you with me, doctor? How you doing? How you doing? Come on in here. Lay your ass down here on the couch. Let me talk to you. Okay, well, you don't have to yell at me. Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe just ask you how you're doing. Now, immediately you demand. I'm not demanding anything. I'm demanding you act like you're not having 18 cotton balls in your mouth when you're talking to me, you piece of shit. You white-faced fucker. That's a song about that apparently somewhere on the YouTubes. Where, there might be a song there that Dr. Loomis, but it's not been me. So anyway, how you doing? I got a wedgie, and I got to deal with you. So I'm not doing great. Shut up and lay down on the couch, and we'll talk about it. So, I don't know. It's like, that's got to be... I can only imagine what Jean-Claude Van Damme went through if you have to do like some shit like you got to play twins or something. Oh my God.
or like Nutty Professor for that matter.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to you guys are going to help us make our top 10 buddy cop movie list. I can't fucking say it. I fuck it up all the time.
This is going to be fun.
Top 10 buddy cop movies of all time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this window here. Right, quick. Pull it up. Where is it? Here it is right here. All right, top 10 buddy cop movies. Now, I've already listed some just in like a 1 minute period, whatever popped into my head. I've already got these listed. I've got all the Lethal Weapons. I've got all the Rush Hours. I got 48 Hours movies. I got 7. By the way, I had to ask Twitter, is 7 a buddy cop movie? And they, on the poll, agreed, yes, it is. Many people don't have it on their list, but that's got to be, right? Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. The Other Guys. Tango and Cash, Turner and Hooch, End of Watch, and The Last Boy Scout. Those are already on the list. What we're going to do is here in a second, I'm going to ask you guys to help us compile this list. And then Jay and I, after we have the list together, are going to make our top 10 out of that. We're going to argue. We're going to stick our finger in each other's butts. We're going to make out a little bit. It's going to be a good time.
For sure. Why not?
But that's what we have so far.
It's a Wednesday night.
It's the standard, the use.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull this up over here. Okay. I'll keep it off screen while I make the list. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna take it off screen while I make the list. So starting now, chat, let us know what do you guys what buddy cop films do you think should be what do you nominate to possibly make the list? So go. Your favorite buddy cop films, what are they? Tell us. We got Tenet. Oh, really? We got Starsky and Hutch. Didn't have that one in there. That's a good one. We already had Rush Hour in there. Heat's
The Other Guys.
yeah, that's already on there. I don't think Heat can be in there because they're fighting each other in that movie.
That's a hard one. Tango and Cash. Did we have Tango and Cash?
We did. Men in Black.
Okay,
That's a good one. Bat Seal. The Nice Guys. Yes. The Nice Guys. Great choice, guys. Hot Fuzz. That's a good one. Hot Fuzz. Die Hard 3. That's got to get on there.
Yep.
21 Jump Street. That's a good one. I'm trying to keep up with these.
Training Day. Yeah, I mean, you could throw it in there. I don't know if it's. Yeah, you have to. You have to start Training Day.
Do you think? I mean, they're not buddies. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I see
but
what
they
you're saying.
start out as buddies. Yeah.
I see. What
Oh,
you're saying.
dude, Dark Blue.
Who's his buddy in that movie?
Dark Blue is Kurt Russell and I can't remember the guy's name. He wasn't a huge actor, I don't think, but
I'm trying to go through this list here, so I'll put Dark Blue on there. Let's see. Running Scared from Mark Dorman. Running Scared. I can only remember the Mark or the Paul Walker one.
oh goddamn, Todd's got a good one. Showdown in Little Tokyo. Yes.
Who is the buddy in that?
Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Oh yeah,
Dolph
no,
Lundgren
yeah. That's a fucking great one. I was thinking of
yeah, that's a huge one.
I was thinking of the Kurt Russell movie. Heat with Sandra Bullock is what you're talking about there. So that's the Heat you guys mentioned. Okay, Loaded Weapon. That's a good one. Bulletproof. Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler.
Yep. Money Train.
Oh yeah, Money Train. That's a good one too.
Last Action Heroes. Vinny C saying Last Action Hero.
The kid's not really a buddy, you know.
Wait, he's a buddy for him, but I mean, we could fuck it. We'll throw it in the list. I mean, whatever.
Jaco Trump with K9, John Belushi, whatever.
That's a good one. Yep.
That's a good one. Didn't think about that one. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I catch all your all's choices here. Stop.
Curly Sue. I'm kidding. Not
The Rookie. I haven't seen The Rookie Mercurio, but I know it's Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood. I do. That's on my list of shit I need to watch. Have you ever seen The Rookie?
Who's it?
It's Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood.
No.
I've never seen it either. Frank Knight Rises says cop out. Just kidding. Oh,
hey, dude. I wonder if you could put. No, you can't. I mean, because they're not on screen enough. Well, they are kind of in the Line of Fire. They have Clint Eastwood and his new partner from American Horror Story. What the fuck's his name? The main guy, a beautiful bastard that he is, black-haired guy in the first season of American Horror Story. Dylan McDermott is in the Line of Fire.
Okay, in the Line of Fire. And then Dustin Adams says Super Troopers, and why Super Troopers is one of the greatest cop movies of all time. It's not really a buddy cop movie because there's not it's got to be one pair, right? But I see what you're doing there. I totally see what you're doing there. Let's see.
By the way, that was my mouth. I didn't fart.
I wouldn't count Speed as a buddy cop movie personally. JT Custom says Hellraiser Inferno. End of Watch has got to go on there. I don't know if I had it on there or not. Oh, I did. I already had that on there. Okay. Let's see. Rush Hour's already on there. National Security. That's a good one.
Marco V. Villatores is Bulletproof. I think we just put that one on there.
Yeah, we got that one on there. Reservoir Dogs. I don't think there was any straight up buddy cops in that one.
Man, Todd Glimmerman. That's a good one.
Oh, Glimmerman's fucking great, dude. Good choice.
That's a
I
really
didn't think
good
about that one. Let's see. I got Beverly Hills Cop on there.
Oh shit, dude. Vinny says Red Heat.
I forgot about
Schwarzenegger.
that.
And Belushi. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Forgot about that one. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Holly Roxy. Yes, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is fucking great. You haven't seen that yet, have you? Oh, dude.
No, I still haven't watched it.
Oh, fuck, you gotta watch it. Dragnet was awesome, Screen Queen. I do love Dragnet. That's a good one.
John Nada says RoboCop. It's not really a buddy cop. It kind of is, but it's not really.
Maybe RoboCop 2. I kind of see what you're going with there for sure. Let's Be Cops, Blair Heartless. That's a good one. We got Rush Hour on there, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna
Blue
drink a
Streak.
White Claw.
Well, the blue. Ooh, god damn! You're gonna have your asshole like fucking exercise tonight.
My mouth is
the
dry.
The Blues Brothers. I don't know because they're not cops.
Not cops, so yeah, I like the thinking there.
Paige is saying the Beverly Hills Ninja. He got recruited. Oh fuck! He was working undercover in that movie?
Yeah, you got to have the great teammate. I feel like to make it. Demolition Man. I see. Well, Demolition Man technically, right? Nah. Well, it's Stallone and Sandra Bullock. Yeah,
it's not. No, it's
Stallone
not.
and Bullock. I mean, they're buddy cops.
Not. I mean, yeah, but if you could use Speed though for the same thing.
Good point. Okay, Speed negates Demolition Man. Okay, I'm with you on that one. Someone said Brightburn. Oh, The Rock, Stephanie Kyle. I totally agree. Even though they're not technically both cops, The Rock I think has to count. That's a buddy cop movie if I've ever seen one. They're both initialized, right? Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's 100% buddy cop.
For sure. That's a great one. Blue Streak. Who was the teammate, though? Iron Wolf. Who was the teammate? I only remember Martin Lawrence. Chips, the movie, even though, like, I don't think anybody actually liked the movie Chips.
You're bashed. Only losers say you're bashed. The winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Godspeed.
She was the prom queen.
Stakeout.
Really?
I liked Stakeout. I remember that movie, too. Mall Cop. Point Break. Yeah. Point Break fucking counts, dude, because you got
That's
Keanu
a big one.
and Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I said Gary Busey.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Gary Busey looked good as fuck.
I was right, actually. It's not like Patrick Swayze's not the friend cop. It's Gary Busey.
I know, but Patrick Swayze, and if you look at that movie, it's Patrick Swayze, though. Like people remember.
Yeah.
Point Break.
Todd said Last Boy Scout. That's on the list for sure. Predator 2. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
stretch movie.
R.I.P.D. That's a good
R.I.P.D.
one.
That one counts. It's
I guess if you're gonna go R.I.P.D., then I guess you could go Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in Black's on there. 2 Guns. White Chicks. The first Saw. Okay, I think it looks like we got a pretty good Super Bad. Okay, that technically counts. It's
Superbad?
Martin Lawrence, Luke Wilson, Blue Streak. Okay, I need to rewatch Blue Streak. I like that movie a lot. Okay, guys, I think
Braxton. We mentioned Point Break. It's in there.
I think we got a pretty good list to go from here. Bad Boys is on there.
Okay.
Other guys is on there. Starsky and Hutch is on there. All right, so
Well, let's make
Zootopia. I think we got them all. It looks like we got them all. Showtime. Josh Hartnett and fucking Harrison Ford.
Hey.
I mean, it is a buddy cop movie, to be fair. All right, let's take a look at what we got, man. Let me go here and make it big. Marco V. Villatore says Bad Company. I get that. Let's see.
Chase Banks says Police Academy. That'd be fun, except that there's multiple. I mean, you never really. I mean, Mahoney is like the main guy for like 4 movies, but it's not like he has one partner solidly. So,
all right, Jay. So out of this list we got here, dude, we got to pick. We'll go number 1 down. I think that'll make it easier. You think the best one? Start with the best one.
yeah. Okay. Can you like zoom in on it so we can?
You should be able to see it on there if you look.
Yeah, but it's tiny as fuck. I feel like I gotta read Braille.
I can't.
Hold on. Like, I'm gonna look like a goddamn librarian that's drunk.
I can't. Yeah, I can't make it any bigger than that.
All right. That's fine. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna pick. You want to start at 10?
Hang on a sec. Let me try something here. Let me do this. No, not that one.
People keep on mentioning Django Unchained. That's a good movie, and I get what you're saying. Like as far as the partnership between Jamie Foxx and the name escapes me. It's a great partnership. I just don't. I don't know if it really fits. And I get what you're saying though. Like they're both bounty hunters, but if you're gonna go down that route, you might as well say 310 to Yuma.
Yeah. My number 1 pick is gonna be. I think Lethal Weapon's the greatest buddy cop movie of all time.
That's not yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
But can you read the list? Can you read the list there, or do you want me to read them?
Yeah. No, I got them. I'm looking. Yeah. I think the greatest buddy cop movie, and I love Lethal Weapon. Even though I don't know why Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 should be all at one thing. I think because it's the same thing.
I'm okay with
Danny
that.
Glover and Mel Gibson.
I'm okay with that.
My pick's gonna be Tango and Cash for number 1. Even though I do appreciate some Danny Glover and Mel Gibson action, but I just feel like the Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone, Tango and Cash, like I don't know, I would rather watch that than Lethal Weapon, but that's me.
Here's the thing, Jay, is that when you and I do this, we usually take turns. Like, hey, I'm gonna let you have this one, and then I'll let you have the next one. My argument against you, even though I love Tango and Cash, and I have no problem with making Tango and Cash number 2 on this list because I think you're right, but Lethal Weapon has 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tango and Cash just has Tango and Cash. So can I use my card here?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'm gonna use my card.
You can slam it down.
I'm gonna use my card.
I was gonna say Tango and Cash only needs one.
Yeah. But I don't think you could talk. Yeah, I don't think that's my favorite movie of all time. So
I get it. I figured it was going to be up there, but and Lethal Weapon was high up on my list either way. So yeah you can use your card.
And then in that same respect, I totally agree with you that Tango and Cash is its number 1 nemesis. I think Tango and Cash is number 2.
Okay,
you good with that? Okay, so all right, Tango and Cash.
You broke that jaw.
Hey, let's get something straight. That is yours.
Okay, Sugar is down. I cannot believe I killed him. He was my best friend.
Rambo is a pussy. And dude, you had the bad guy who was fucking petting his fucking mice the whole time.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Yeah, fucking
Tango and Cash.
So yeah, Lethal Weapon, number 1, number 2, Tango and Cash. I'll take these off of the list as we go. I love those 2 as the top 2. I think we're fucking nailing it right now. Here's where it gets tough.
According to us, we're killing it.
Let me look over this list real quick here.
You killed it at 2. Stop.
I'll try to go back and forth where you guys can see us in the list here.
All right. So all right. Well, you went on 1 and you agreed with me on 2. So you want me to do 3 and then we can try to have a debate on it because I get a card.
Okay. Well, give me your 3 and I'll give you my 3 and we'll decide if we want to fight or not.
All right. Well, no, because I have a card. We'll have one of those get out of free jail cards.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Can you put the list back on there so I can see it?
Yeah.
You took it away. You took it away from me. I couldn't see it.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. All right. Okay. So my pick for number 3 best buddy cop film that again this is just what I could watch over and over again is Die Hard 3.
I 110,000% agree. It's fucking Die Hard 3.
I don't have to use my card.
No, dude. It's fucking Die. You're right, dude. That movie is so fucking underrated as a buddy cop movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jesus Christ, the way that Bruce Willis. You took a franchise that was already fucking great in Die Hard, and then you fucking butt fisted it with Samuel L. Jackson. You know?
You did. Go fist yourself, bitch, and I did, and it felt good with Samuel L. Jackson's help.
As in Apollo is like, I'll shove a lightning bolt up your ass, Zeus.
He goes, hey Zeus, thanks for the help back there. It's like, why you can call me Jesus? I look Puerto Rican to you. My name is Zeus.
Yeah, dude, definitely fucking Die Hard 3. I love that choice.
Yeah, man, Die Hard 3 for sure.
You still have your card.
All right.
With a vengeance. Possibly, and you know what? There's an argument to be made. There is an argument to be made, absolutely, that Die Hard with a Vengeance is the best Die Hard movie. I'm not against
100%,
that.
100%. I would imagine, I think I might. I think I might. I think I will. I think I chill. I'm going to go with Die Hard 3 as the best Die Hard. Yeah, it is.
I can't argue with it, man. I don't know what my pick is yet, but I might agree with you. All right, here's where it's going to get even tougher. All right.
He's like, you were going to call me what?
Say it, motherfucker.
And he's like, no, I wasn't. Yeah, you were. Say it.
Say it, motherfucker.
I was gonna call you asshole, okay? Asshole. Because you got some problem with me, Zeus. You got some problem with me. Like, I love it.
Dude, when he had to go into downtown wearing that sign, we all know what it said, that awful sign that I had to wear. And those guys came up to me like, what the fuck? And he was like, I got a real bad headache. I got a real bad headache.
I love the part. I love
So
the part
good.
when they found out that the bank had been the goal all along from the bad guys, and then Zeus picks up the gold bar, and he was like, they're running away, and Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis like, put that shit down. He's like, no fucking way. He's like, they ain't gonna let you keep it. He's like, yeah, we'll see. and then they stole the car. And he's like, goes, oh shit, that dude was pissed. He's like, yeah, he'll feel better when he looks in the back seat. He's like, shit, that was my gold bar.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons with the I once had a wife from St. Ives. with all his goddamn games. Gotta love that movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I've been smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. What's it to you?
He's like, hey, you fuck face. Yeah, you fuck face. You got any aspirin? I've had a headache all goddamn day long. He's like, keep the bottle.
Dude, we should do a commentary on that. We were talking about doing every Saturday night having a new movie commentary, which we already have a monthly one on the Patreon. We just put up our T2,
Yeah.
but we're talking about every Saturday night having a brand new movie commentary like HBO used to do. Dude, we should definitely do that one. That would be so fucking fun. All right. Anyway,
Hey, should we put them out? Oh, fuck them, let them bud.
all right. Number 4 on the list. What's it gonna be? How you gonna do it? All right, I'll go first this time, and then you can give me your pick.
Okay. I got my card. I got my steel card.
I know. You still got it. If we're gonna tie in all the Lethal Weapons, we should tie in all the Rush Hours. So I'll do that. I'll go ahead and tie all the Rush Hours together as one. Tie in all the Bad Boys as one. That's only fair. That being said, let me take Die Hard 3 off this list here. There is Rush Hour is a contender, I feel like. 48 Hours is a contender, I feel like. 7 is a contender, I feel like. Bad Boys is absolutely a contender. The Last Boy Scout really fucking sticks out. The Nice Guys is a dark horse. Let me see here. I do love me some Showdown in Little Tokyo. That's fucking underrated as hell.
That's amazingly underrated.
I'm going to go Glimmer Man, also Dark Horse. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang's fucking good. That could make it. The Rock could make it. Point Break. It's one of the best films on this list, but not one of the best buddy cop movies on this list. I'm gonna go The Last Boy Scout as my next choice, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy. That's my pick. And I'm sticking to it with my dick.
All right, let me.
With my dick.
Your dick all salty. Your dick all salty on that fucking wall. Let me see. Oh shit. Okay, for number 4, you picked what was it again?
I picked The Last Boy Scout. Another
man,
Bruce
that's a good
Willis. Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans. Yeah.
Well, babe, can you pull back the list? Because I have to look real quick.
There you go, honey.
I'm just waiting. There's a delay on my end. Okay, I don't
Slight
have
delay
the chat right in front of my
for
face.
my wiener butt.
Yeah, that's what I say to every girl. There's a delay. Okay, give it a second. It's gonna get hard.
I
No problem.
got the whiskey dick.
Yeah, it'll look bigger in a second. Just wait. Man, I don't know if I can go with you on this one.
I thought not.
No, because I think one of the best at number 4 for some of the best back and forth buddy cop film I've ever seen. I might have to go with Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You can use your card. You got to use your card though if you want that shit.
Well, if I don't use my card, how do we do this? Do we have an armpit farting contest to see who makes the best fart?
It looks like the chat agrees with you. To be fair, although I disagree heartily. I do disagree heartily, very heartily. I think Last Boy Scout is way fucking better than Rush Hour, even though I do like Rush Hour. So you're gonna have to use your card if you want this one.
Whoa! Huh. Good God, Joe! What it isn't good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
And then Jackie Chan's like, "Wow, yeah, yeah." He's like, "You sound like a goddamn Chinese movie."
I love Rush Hour, but I think it pales in comparison to. But hey, it's your card, man. You gonna use it?
Do I? Well, okay, I have to use it.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use it. All
right.
That's my card.
There we go. Rush Hour is number 4. That's the way it works. We're friends here. We do things right. It helps that there is 3 movies to go with it too, so it makes the list. All right, so you make your first choice with the next one, and now we're back to even on the cards.
Okay.
I'll pull it back up for you to see, and then okay. So, what do you think number 5 should be?
Ooh. Woo. I like it.
Is it?
Did you put R.I.P.D. Oh, it says like R.I.P.D. Two Guns. I was like, they only made 1 movie.
I got a divider.
Actually,
there we go.
That actually sounds like a fucking sequel. R.I.P.D. Two Guns. Number 5, man. Oh, number 5. You know what? Man.
Oh no! Hey, I fucked up. By the way, that's the way this works, right? I think number 5 has to automatically be the Last Boy Scout, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. If I use my card, then you get the next one.
Okay. So the Last Boy Scout, and then number 6 is yours, unless I want to use my card. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't read the Monopoly. You already used your card.
Yeah, but then you use yours, so now I have another card. Slut.
When the fuck did we make? I'm gonna fucking contact Parker Brothers.
Someone always has to have a card, you bitch.
So we get a refresh card.
Yeah. So after I use my card, you can use your card again.
Okay. So
It's a cardigan, not a pullover. Yeah.
It better be. I paid good money on Amazon for a pullover. All right. So my number 6. You know what? This may be. I don't think it's gonna be controversial, but I mean, not for you and I, because we'll be like, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'm just looking at. I gotta go with because I really want that one too. I gotta go with Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Oh, fucking love it, dude! I love it. Now let me look.
No, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, well, there's so many other great, chemistry type of films where the actors get along famously, but dude. Showdown in Little Tokyo. I had just first watched it a few months ago, and wow, man, the chemistry between Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren was fucking on point, man. It's really a great, not just a great movie about 2 guys that are from opposite ends of the tracks that become friends, but it's a great movie overall.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. The only other one that was like I was kind of tickling my taint pube was Glimmer Man.
Yeah, I could see the Glimmer. I do love Glimmer Man. But here's the thing, and guys, I am fucking, I'm 1,000%. I'm going to look at the list and make sure I don't want to use a card, but I'm so in agreement with you on Showdown in Little Tokyo. And we did a Revenge of the Action movie on that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I'm 90% sure.
I don't know if we did Revenge of the Action movie. I know we did a review for it at some point.
So when I release this cut of the video, I'll put that in the link below. But if you guys want to learn about Showdown in Little Tokyo, we did like a 45-minute.
It's so fucking good.
We did like a 45-minute in-depth review of it. Showdown in Little Tokyo, Dolph Lundgren and the Crow himself,
Brandon
Lee. In a buddy cop film that nobody talks about, that has one of the most entertaining, fucking amazing buddy cop movies you'll ever see in your life. There's dick jokes. There's fat, naked fucking sumo wrestlers. Dude, that movie is fucking amazing.
And I think it's the
and
marketing.
Shao Tsung's in that too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I think it's the marketing of the movie. Like, it never reached the audience that it needed to reach, but Jesus Christ, that's a really solid fucking, late 80s, early 90s?
Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, it hits on all points. Like, everything you want in an early 90s crime action movie, that's what it is.
Dude, I'm fucking in love with your pick on that. I want to butt fuck you.
Just pull out before you come. I don't want babies.
I don't want your butt babies, dude.
The shit demon. The fucking dogma. Nobody wants that.
Showdown in Little Tokyo. Oh God, I'm so happy with that pick right now. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
Hold up. Did we get 48 hours on there?
It's on the list.
Samuel Stokes says 48. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the list. Both of them are on the list, and we'll talk about that as we go. So let's see here. All right, now it's my turn to start.
Action said, hot fat. He said hot fat. I don't know why that's funny to me. I just feel like it would be a great Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sequel called Hot Fat.
All right,
you must defeat Hot Fat.
Number 7. My choices are going to be betwixt 7 Bad Boys
Oh shit. Dude, damn. We don't have those on.
Let me take. I got to take the Last Boy Scout off there. My choices are going to be between Seven, Bad Boys. I love The Nice Guys, but I think both of those would beat it. I love Training Day, but to me, that's not really a buddy cop movie. We did Showdown in Little Tokyo. I take that bitch off that fucking motherfucker. Okay, last Rookie Glimmer Man. I do love Glimmer Man. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Really fucking love that movie.
I have to go back and rewatch that.
You got, dude. That'd be a good commentary pick too, because I'd love to watch that with you for the first time. The Rock stands out. I love Point Break again, but it's not really a true buddy cop movie. So to me, it's Seven, Bad Boys.
You must choose wisely.
Seven, Bad Boys, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or The Rock for me. Seven, Bad Boys, Kiss Kiss Bang.
I mean, I already think that I know what your little sponge bucket in your brain is doing. Between two.
I'm going Bad Boys, my friend. Bad Boys is my favorite. Not only are there 3 films
at 7.
Yeah, I'm going Bad Boys at 7 because Martin Lawrence and Will Smith's relationship. You remember when like they go and you that fucking that whole Michael Bay thing going on. They go in that house and there's that dead body. He's like, oh Mike. He's like, God damn. He's like, come on, man, what the fuck? And he spills like fries in his nice car, and they're driving back and they're fighting and they're like screaming at each other, and he's like, and then all of a sudden the song comes on. He's like, bad boys, what you gonna do? And then Martin was like, what you gonna do? That shit was great, dude. It's Bad Boys. It's Bad Boys for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree. I feel Bad Boys is a good choice. I like that. We all bad boys inside. We wish we could be better than we is, but we ain't.
he's like that guy said, you mother. He said, I got he said, you mother bitches. And he said, they pulled out their guns and he's like, now give me some Skittles. It's some Bubblicious.
Did you pull the script?
You remember that scene? He's like, they're shooting at the ether, and then Tia Leone in that movie. Oh Jesus, Lord Almighty! Jesus. One of the hottest women in movie history.
She's hot, but she was like such a fucking moronic character. I swear to God, I was like, yeah, I'd have dropped that bitch a while ago. I don't know why. Like, she just felt very slutty in that movie. I don't know why. I never dug her. I was like, yeah, you might be a great fuck, but definitely there's burning pee in my future if I have sex with you.
I would do so many things, so many dark hole things. It's a dark night. I'd like to lick your butthole, girl. What? So you agree with Bad Boys?
Yeah.
It's official. Bad Boys. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
All right, let me put it on the list. Okay, so it's up.
But don't be on YouTube because they'll cancel you. Like Live PD. God damn, dude, I miss Live PD. I used to wake up every fucking morning expecting a new episode. Live PD.
Did I say and some Bubblicious? I mean, and some Skittles. That's what I meant to say.
Skittles. Yeah, I got like I know what you're saying.
What do you think? What do you think about number 8? You fucking whore.
Well, let me take a look on here. Number 8. Well, you know what I'm going to have to do, Mike? I'm going to have to reach down in the repertoire of good ideas and pull out a bow and arrow and shoot you in the face before you get to agree with me. I'm going to go ahead and put some Steven Seagal and some Keenan Ivory Wayans in my tea and drink it. And I'm going to go with the Glimmer Man for number 8. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I like the Glimmer Man. I like the relationship between Steven Seagal, even though he's a big old bastard that thinks he's better than he is. Mm-hmm. But it plays off real well with Keenan Ivory Wayans, who takes deer nut powder and puts it in his mouth. Yeah. I think that Keenan Ivory Wayans and Steven Seagal, they have a really good dynamic between the two, and it makes the movie not only action focused, which it is. Obviously, you got Steven Seagal running like a girl, but also beating the fuck out of people with some Aikido greatness. But you have Keenan Ivory Wayans providing the comic relief. It's got to be the Glimmer Man. And also the story is really good.
I love the Glimmer Man. I love the movie. but I gotta think that I might have to take a look here, my friend. Let me look at what's going on inside. Inside. Now we each have a card left, right? We're even.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Man, I do love the Glimmer Man, Jay.
Juan Herrera says Tango and Cash movie. Dude, Juan. Tango and Cash is up there in the top 5. We've already passed that street.
It's number 2.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I do think Glimmer Man belongs on the list, man, but I gotta. Oh God, this is tough. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable.
Mercutio 80 says, I heard Steven Seagal was a total price Mercutio, okay. Everybody knows Steven Seagal is an asshole.
All right, I'm gonna do it, Jay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my card up. Because I gotta get this movie in the list because I think it's that good. And you haven't seen it yet, so it's really not quite fair to you. But I gotta get it in there because I think Kiss Bang Bang is one of the most underrated, best buddy cop movies of all time. I'm gonna use my final card, and I'm gonna put Kiss Bang Bang at number 8, and that makes the Glimmer Man number 9, and that makes the number 10 choice yours, my friend. Let's look at this list here real quick.
By the way, JT Custom says, "What about Tombstone, Jay and Mike?" Guy, look, JT, I get what you're saying, but it's really hard to make a buddy cop movie with the Tombstone film. I don't feel like it's a buddy cop movie. It's more of an exploration of a family that gets drawn into a situation they don't want to be in, and then they have to go whoop ass. And Doc Holliday, even though I know you're talking about Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp, but it's not. I don't know. I mean, you could make an argument for a buddy cop.
It's just there's too many people. It's got to be 1 and 1. You know what I mean?
Why, Johnny Ringo? That's just my game.
Oh shit! My camera just died. Hang on. I can fix it.
Okay, so I got the 10 slot, guys. It's gonna be something you guys don't like at all. Yeah, you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna appreciate it. You gonna say, "Fuck you, Jay. Why don't you go suck a cow's tit in Oklahoma?" And I'll say, "Well, because it's late at night, and I don't think I'm gonna get arrested right now."
Here's the
I'm
beauty.
gonna go ahead.
Oh, you already got your pick? All I was gonna say was here's the beauty of me using my card up. Jay still has his card, but it didn't really matter because we're at the end. The beauty of me using my card is that I cannot fight Jay on this last one. Number 10 is solely and 110% Jay's choice for the final thing that's going to make the list.
Iron Wolf, don't put ideas in my head. He's like, pick Hot Fuzz. Just do it, you asshole. I'm a wolf that's iron. You know what? I got a good idea. And I know. All right, I got a good idea. Vinny, are you still here? If Vinny C is still here, and I think Vanessa might be in the chat. If Vinny's still here, I feel like we should put the 10 vote. We'll let the people vote on it.
Between what?
What's on the list?
Well, they can't vote between 37 choices. You got to give them at least 2 choices to pick from.
Fine. Okay. All right. Fine. I'll give them. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay.
You want to pick one and I'll pick one and they could vote?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. You pick one. I'll pick one. Okay. So you could pick yours. Vinny's still here. Okay. So Vinny can count the votes.
All right. We'll have a little Friday Night Fights action going on here. I'm gonna pick my butt.
What's it smell like, duty?
I'm gonna pick The Rock. I'm gonna pick The Rock as my choice.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn. Okay, that's a good one. All right, so The Rock, and I'm gonna pick my choice as and Vanessa's here as well. Okay, sweet. Okay, so Vinny and Vanessa will be counting this one. My choice will be, so it's between The Rock and, hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. My screen keeps fucking up. Hold on a second. All right, so The Rock versus Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I already put that in there. You never seen
What?
that? What are you talking about?
Well, I thought I was going to give the people something they wanted.
Sorry. It's already on the list, dude. It's number 8.
All right, fine. Okay, my pick will be, all right, you guys are going to hate this. I know, and I already know he's going to win. I think my pick would be
You've seen The
Training
Nice
Day.
Guys. The Nice Guys has been
no, Training Day.
okay. Oh, I think that's a good choice. Okay.
Yeah,
So the Rock. Okay, guys. The Rock
And
versus
by the way, I wasn't being disingenuous. I really wanted to be nice to you guys, and I wanted to pick something that you guys wanted.
I see,
And I felt very pressured, and I kept seeing the goddamn chat on my left eye going, "Pick this bitch!" And I didn't want.
I see what you're saying. I get where you're
Yeah.
coming from. This is nice of you. All right, chat. Start voting right now. Vote number 1 for The Rock. Vote number 2 for what'd you fucking pick again?
Fuck, dude, I forgot.
Shit. Tits.
Training Day. Training Day.
Vote number 1 for The Rock. Vote number 2 for the Training Day. Number 1 for The Rock. Number 2 for Training Day. Which one's a better buddy cop film? The chat decides. Number 10. I like it. That's a good fucking choice, man. That's fun times.
Jaco Trump says, "Come on, Jay. It's a movie, not a life choice." Well, sometimes it is. Okay, sometimes it is. You don't know what happens after these cameras go off. I have to beat myself with that shit that the fucking priests do when they get it wrong. They slap themselves on the fucking back with those witches.
Hey,
or
wait,
the
what did I-
switches witches?
What did I say? I said number 1 for The Rock, number 2 for Training
Yeah.
Day, right?
Number 1 for The Rock, number 2 for Training Day.
Is that what I said? I hope that's what I said. We got to remember that. We got to fucking focus.
That's what you said.
I'm beating myself into submission. Number 1 for The Rock, number 2 for Training Day. Make your choice.
Fucking almost did it.
Hey, I want to say to all 102 of you that are here still, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We love hanging with you guys. It's fun. And we'll be back on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do not have a Friday night fights this week. We're just going to hang out and talk shit about movies like we usually do. Just so you know.
Yeah, man.
I like wieners.
I think we did a good. I mean, I thought it was a fun stream.
Hey, man, I love our list. I love our list no matter how this turns out. I think our list is special.
This is literally, but you guys don't understand. This is literally the process that Mike and I go through.
Yeah.
When we're together to pick a top 10 of anything, this is what we do.
Gotta be submission.
I mean, we'll be at a fucking public restaurant, be like, "Fuck, dude, I didn't think of that
Yeah.
one." Shit.
That's how we do it.
Like-
You get cards. That's how we do it. And we wanted to include you guys in the process. Nobody else does that. Fuck all lists except for our lists. Fuck everyone.
That's 100% true.
Their lists can suck our chodes. We don't care. Our lists
Action
are
says,
better.
"Do that." Mike Action says, "Do that face slap again, Mike."
That's how you get. That's how you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, you know what?
I got
I
work
don't
to do.
know. I don't know if I'm going to be using these Bluetooth earphones in the next stream. I might. I mean, they're fun. It's cool. They feel like I can't hear you, and I'm like, "Oh, hearing aid. I can't. I don't know what you said."
How's that sound in your Bluetooth?
It sounded nasty. It sounded like you died a little bit.
Got spit on the microphone.
I know. I can see it. I could see it coming out. You were exploding from the mouth with that desire.
We gotta make the money. Oh.
I don't think it's gonna work here.
Might not. All right, stop
Hey,
voting.
man,
Let them count it up. Let them count it up.
Yeah, I think YouTube is cracking down on a lot of free creative thinking
Yeah, and
in
sucking.
today's world.
Yeah.
It's really shitty.
They're cracking down on our
Once
sucking.
again, me and Mike are praying on knees, and we are going to storm the Capitol for Parlor. Because I just feel like it's one of those things that needs to come back. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. You know what? Those guys fucked up on their own. Like, I don't know. You know, and the thing about it is, I didn't want to get, you know, it's not political at all. But when you stream or you do anything on a platform like Amazon or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, yeah, they're kind of shitty on you know, on certain rules or whatever. But the reality is they own the fucking company. They can do what the fuck they want to do. And you know that. Knowingly, you go in and sign the contract. I'm not saying they're right on cancel culture, because it's not. It's not right at all. I think that people should be heard no matter what kind of vomit they want to speak. I mean, you know, if it offends you, you know, fuck them. But they're out in the open now, right? I mean, they're out in the open. You know who they are. You should be allowed to say what you want to say. I just think it's, I don't know. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but it was going to go somewhere great, but I lost track of it.
That's okay. What'd you have for dinner tonight?
I haven't eaten yet.
What the fuck, Jay? You gotta eat before you drink.
No,
You're gonna get
I was gonna
sick.
I was gonna have a banana, but I forgot.
A banana?
Holy shit, dude!
What?
Damn, this is a close one. Okay, so thank you so much, Vanessa and Vinny, on this surprise count, and they did a great job here. They did a great job.
What?
We've got the vote in.
What was it?
And Vinny wants to say King Kong and The Rock have nothing in common. It's going to be Training Day by 1 point.
Oh.
19 to The Rock by 18.
Oh, okay. 19 to 18?
19 to 18.
Damn, how many people got here? 12?
I like that. Yeah, no, not a lot of people were voting. I like the gift that Vanessa sent, because I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold it.
Hang on, they can't see the screen at all. Let me take this off.
All right, well, I'll hold it up so you can.
It says, all right, okay. All right, okay.
Oh, it
It's
went off.
off now.
I love that part in the movie. It always makes me embarrassed when that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You all think you're going to talk for yourself. You're going to think for yourself.
All right, that's the top. That's our top 10 buddy cop movies thing, and we told you guys would help us make it, and that's exactly what you fucking did. Number 10, Training Day. You know, it might be better of a movie on this list. It should be higher up as far as movie quality is concerned, because Training Day is awesome. Doesn't quite have the buddy cop feels that some of these other movies have, so it's number 10, but it does crack the list. Number 10 or number 9, The Glimmer Man. Hey, you will not find The Glimmer Man on anybody else's fucking buddy cop list, and I'm
like
proud of that.
Hey, man, I got to give you Troll Nation number 1, Bacon Jr. He says, a joke of a list. A joke.
Your dick is a joke of a dick.
It's a joke. Oh, my goodness. And I know you're going to pay high quality dollars for that therapy lesson as you go from here. Is my joke a dick, baby?
Joke
Is
of
my
a
joke
dick.
a dick? This YouTuber said my joke was a dick, and he's never seen it, but maybe it's so small. It is relative.
I tell you what it tastes like, but it's so small it doesn't have a taste.
Hey, Bacon Jr., your fucking dick tastes funny. You need to get that shit checked out.
Yeah, it smells like
yeah,
a
dude.
Whopper Junior.
Hey, man, it's not everybody's list. It's our list. And
Yeah.
it's our list, meaning the WAM community's
Hey.
list. And it's fun, man.
There are
It's
many like
whatever.
it, but this one's
Don't
ours.
take it so seriously. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you have a Sting icon as your picture. This is our list.
No, dude, don't bring up that WCW Monday Nitro Wars.
I'm sorry. He's sitting in the rafters right now, going, "This list sucks," but I can't speak. So number 10, Training Day.
I'm just waiting on Raven to appear in the crowd and save us from this bullshit. And Saturn.
Number 10, Training Day. Number 9, The Glimmer Man. Again, proud as shit to have The Glimmer Man on our list. Not many people will. Number 8, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Really just me trying to get Dre to go watch that movie because I want him to see it because he'll love it so much in the night in the darkness. You guys should see it too if you haven't. Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. In a buddy cop film. Amazing. Number 7, Bad Boys. Fucking classic. Number 6, Showdown in Little Tokyo. A movie that does not get enough street cred. If you haven't seen it and you debate it shouldn't be
So
on this
good.
list, then shut the fuck up. Number 5, The Last Boy
And
Scout.
back the fuck up. Well, we fucked this track up.
Hey, dude, Damon Wayans made this list fucking twice. The Last Boy Scout. I think that's the right Wayans brother. I'm not 100% sure about that, but Bruce Willis made the list twice too. You got The Last Boy Scout at number 5. By the way, little Jamie is in that movie as well.
He said little Jamie.
Little Jamie.
Like he's a small child that needs your coinage to help get through the winter. this year.
Jamie Corn Baskets.
Hey, man, this was fun as fuck, man. I love this. This is so cool.
I had a good time. Number 4, Rush Hour. Number 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Number 2, Tango and Cash. And number 1, the best buddy cop movie of all time, Lethal Weapon, my friends. Proud of this list.
Hey, man, you can't argue with the list. I know that some people are going to be disappointed, and that's what a list is. I mean, it's our opinion.
I'm proud of it.
And it's your guys is helping us, but it is what it is. But it's if you show me that list at Blockbuster, right?
Oh yeah.
If I walked into Blockbuster and you're like, right when you walk in, right when you smell like fucking cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and your mom's like leading you in by the hand.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm gonna rent some fucking movies tonight. And
Yeah.
the employees picks top 10 buddy films, and those are on the list. Guess what, bitch? I'm gonna recommend me watch.
Yeah.
Why don't you just drink that on fucking camera? Guess what? I'm gonna drink a bottle on camera next time, bitch. Hey guys, you know why we use cups? Because we don't want to get sued. And Mike just cracked that motherfucker open like we were fucking alpha betas in goddamn Revenge of the Nerds. I was like, I should have fucking done it.
You fucking bastard, dude. You. The second I went to drink it, I remember that I was like, "Oh fuck, this is out of the can." And then you came in my ear hole. And you're like, "You fucking piece of shit!" I just fucking spit it out, dude. I almost
I know,
spit it all over
I
my
want to drink
computer.
it. I want to do it too. we don't do that around here. We don't do that here, like Black Panther. We don't do that here.
Dude, I almost spit all over my fucking whole setup. I almost ruined everything. I'm so glad that fucking couple's right there.
Yeah, dude. Well, Micah, because you came in all fucking cocky.
I felt good.
Like, yeah, fuck it.
We're
having a great time.
I was proud
like,
of my
I should have got a fucking can too, so I could shotgun it with you. Like, what the fuck? We're on actual YouTube. We're not on a Patreon stream.
I was
can't get
feeling
crazy.
I was feeling great about our list. I was feeling good. I was like, "I'm gonna take the swing."
Hey, man. That's why you guys should be there with us on the Patreon stream this Saturday.
Yeah.
Go ahead and join up if you haven't, because that's where we get naughty and crazy. There's guitar, weird music involved. It's like a fucking cult that's not going to make you drink Kool-Aid. It's fun.
That's true. Saturday night, 9 p.m., the Patreon monthly stream. Guys, we do everything except for smack our dicks against each other. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
we play.
There's no off limits.
We drink. We listen to songs. We'll let you guys pick the songs we listen to because there's no copyright bullshit. We play our own songs. Jay and I pick up the guitar and we let you guys pick what we're going to sing
People keep
about.
on saying, like you said, Jay came in your ear hole. I did, and it was from a distance. Hey, if you guys don't know, go back and listen to the story when I shot that girl in the eye
That's a
with
good one.
what we call cum.
It's a good one.
I
good
shot
time.
from here to Mike's ear hole. It was great. Yeah. You
Hey,
know,
But before
me
that,
and Mike try to be respectful as we can on regular YouTube.
Yeah.
And the thing is, drinking adult beverages out of like nondescript cups is less likely to get us booted off than goddamn teen wolfing a fucking. Hey, I got some fucking Bud Light, bitch. I'm gonna shotgun it. Like, I wish we could do that. I would love to do that.
actually, we do. Not only do we do karaoke, we play guitar, sing songs, but we actually just about once every monthly stream we do a beer chugging contest, which is always a good time. But
because
hey,
it's not a good time for me.
No.
It's a good time for them.
but this might
It's
be
a
your.
good thing I have a trash can. Like my trash can is so close to my left arm. I feel like go gadget trash can vomit section.
This could be your Saturday. You might beat me this Saturday. I suck at. I'm
I
not
don't
even
wanna
good
do
at
it
it.
every Saturday.
I suck at it, and yet you still haven't beaten me yet. It's a shame to your family. You shame your family.
They don't care. They're ashamed of me already.
But to be fair, actually, to be honest, Saturday is Saturday. We actually have another stream on Friday before the Patreon stream on Saturday too. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And I hear that there could be some news coming out tomorrow. So maybe you'll see us tomorrow. I don't know. I've been hearing shit in the darkness, in the woods, in my butt.
About what?
I don't know.
About what?
I heard something. I don't know.
Skanks in the forest. I
don't know.
knew it.
I don't know. Just keep.
Courtney loves fucking Colt.
Yep.
I thought so.
Just keep your
I
butt.
could smell mayonnaise
Hey.
and tuna from here,
Just
meaning their vagina.
Just sleep with your butt crack spread tonight, like Mike Concho. You might hear something in the wind. Something could happen tomorrow.
Hey, man,
That's all I'm
we
saying.
gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
I know we're boring you.
I'm naked, emotionally.
We got to go.
Yeah, we'll see you
Love
guys,
you guys.
maybe tomorrow night if something happens, but otherwise we'll see you guys Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you Patreons for a crazy butt crack time Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern too. It's going to be a fun week. We love
Hold
your
on.
fucking faces. What? What?
A DVD collector 86 says, Jay, say good evening to all of us the way Loomis would. Yeah, I hope you have a great evening. Good evening. Go get a job. Fuck you. Thank you for wasting my time with that bright-eyed bitch. I don't know. Did you end it? End it! He looks like he got a wiener in his butt, and he's not ready for it.
I can't keep my eyes open any longer.